of experience back, whether it's up front in the trenches or at the skill positions.
I'm sorry about all the training.
Justin Jr. Is a talented young man for sure, one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Tennessee. Let's see, for Sevier County, number 71, Parton at left guard. It'll be number 62, Brown. He's a senior, as is Parton. Continuing the senior theme at center, you've got number 50, Cunningham, right guard. Jarnigan is also a senior. He wears number 51, and right tackle number 68, Campbell, also a senior. So all senior offensive line for the Smoky Bears. Again, Cooper Newman, the junior quarterback, and behind him will be Nathan Patterson, sophomore running back. A year ago, 380 yards rushing, 4.6 per attempt, 3 rushing touchdowns for Patterson. And the H-back will be Bryson Hedrick. Hedrick, a year ago, 47 catches, 16.6 per reception, 7 touchdowns. He contributed on both sides of the ball in that state championship run for Sevier County. The slot receiver will be Sevier County, Perry. Let's see if I've got first name for Perry. That would be Jackson Perry. A year ago, 14 receptions, including 4 touchdowns, along with 46 for Perry. And then you're going to have outside big receiver Parker Newman, two-way star, two-way stand-up for Sevier County. That is Newman, a junior, 6'5", 195, and so he plays both linebacker and wideout for Smoky Bears. And opposite him at the Z receiver position, that's going to be Wyatt Maples. He's a senior, 6'1", 149. The defense for the Smoky Bears will have at the nose Wilson, who is a junior. That would be Raven Wilson, 6'2", 288.
I can handle those
Position
before you're at
number 73.
I'm here, don't have time. I'm not leaving before I'm done.
Jack, outside backer on the line will be Preston Husky, senior, 6'3", 235. And again, number 8, Jackson Perry, 6'4", 223. So good size up front for Sevier County, as they've got 5 juniors and 1 senior along the defensive line. Middle linebacker will be number 32, McGinnis, senior, 6'4", 190. Star backer number 6, mentioned Parker Newman. Stand out on both sides of the ball for the Smoky Bears. Number 47, linebacker as well, is Joey Gallison. He's a senior, 6'4", 197. Young man who probably one of the most versatile returning players from a year ago for Sevier County. The corners will be
Took care of the first one.
number 0.
Just holler when you use water.
And also at corner number 13, as he's starting both at receiver and at corner wide Maples, the senior. Strong safety is Akers, a junior. Free safety, Banks, a sophomore. And Admirals should have a bit of an advantage, I would think, where the specialists are concerned, as of course Ryan McHugh didn't miss last year. One of the most accurate kickers in Farragut High School history. And Sevier County, as far as I can tell, bringing in a new kicker with Parker Adams, who only had 3 PATs a year ago. So that's a look at your starters for both the Smoky Bears and the Admirals. We welcome in Brett Clendenin and Tyler Carr. And guys, I talked a little bit, touched on it a little bit about the turnover situation. Last year, Farragut struggled to create takeaways, and sometimes we're a little bit generous, and so minus 11 in the turnover margin. Meanwhile, Sevier County, as you would expect in a 15-0 season, they were on the opposite end of the spectrum. From what I can gather, plus 30 in turnover margin last year. And so, you know, season openers are always games where you're going to have perhaps uncharacteristic mistakes, or maybe the mistakes are characteristic of first games. Hopefully something that is short-lived and soon put to bed, and in the weeks you make rapid improvement. The weeks that follow you make rapid improvement, but certainly turnovers a big part. When you look at what Farragut is up against tonight, they can be in a deficit where turnover margins is concerned.
Yeah, we talk about stats, it's year 13 for me. I think we said it's year 13 for Tyler with a off and on, right? And it's a stat that you've quoted throughout the years, and one that we've usually done a good job of. Obviously, it's a stat that usually tells you a lot about what can happen, and obviously, tough year last year, and obviously that didn't go well for us. And on the other spectrum, 15-0 and plus 30. So that plays a big factor. But the Animals, have got to win that battle. Probably can't lose it, but they got to win it probably to have a chance tonight against former state champions. And I'm excited, obviously, to see what we've got tonight.
I think we're underestimating the importance of turnovers, because not only are you getting the ball back, you may be halting momentum, you may be starting momentum, you may be creating momentum. Tonight, that's going to be sort of a unique environment, because neither one of these teams are in front of their home crowd for the season opener. Both teams have an essential away game to get over here, so you don't necessarily have the environment that you're used to having on a Friday night, even though we're now on Saturday. And so we're just going to have to go out there and try to do it, and you want to limit your mistakes, and you want to try to force the opponent to make more mistakes. That's how you win games.
Especially early in the season, it can be pivotal anytime, but even exacerbated, you might say, even more in the early going. But Farragut, Sevier County, guys, watching Farragut this past week in practice, I tell you, they've got some impressive youngsters and some guys at running back, some guys at receiver that I think are really going to impress folks as the season progresses. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly they kind of fill out their roles on this team.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. That was kind of the next thing I wanted to talk about. I know Tyler and I both kind of remember that first game starting in high school, and you kind of think, am I good enough to play at this level? Do I have a chance to be a really talented guy or a guy that can compete? And I think when you talk about turnovers in a big environment and a team that is probably favored to win the game against you, one, you want momentum to go your way, but you want those kids to gain confidence. And so it's really big. Like Tyler said, it's a different perspective. It's a great great view, great field, but obviously it's an away game for both teams, a neutral side game. So that's going to be big, and obviously there's a lot of sophomores and juniors on this Farragut team getting their first shot at Friday Night Lights or college Saturday Night Lights tonight. So yeah, I think momentum and turnovers are key.
I think that you look at it, I almost feel like you're wanting to play up the Rocky card tonight. Like you want to say, hey, this is the defending 5A state champions, and we all watched their runs for the state championship last year, because every week seemed like it was a Cinderella story. First it was I guess Powell, then West, and then Oak Ridge, and then you get to the state championship game, and everyone wrote Sevier County off. Like Page was supposed to go in there and just dominate that, and Sevier County went in there and dominated that game with a very, very talented Page program. And so you almost want that Rocky mindset tonight. They're going to give you, this is your shot. You go out here and you take it tonight and embrace the moment, because this is going to be magical atmosphere. It looks like we've got nice weather out here. We've got beautiful view. Eric, I know you're probably going to be able to tell me what mountains and hills I'm looking at, but it is absolutely gorgeous out here tonight. Wonderful environment for football. And Eric, I went and did some stats for you since you're a stat guy. The offensive line for Sevier County is going to average 278 pounds tonight. It's a three-man front. That's something that you have to overcome. And then the four defensive linemen for Sevier County average 243. So there's going to be just one more mountain to climb. With the Rocky mentality, you come out swinging.
And they are a thoroughly good football team. Up front, the quarterback is outstanding. Good, impressive, skilled people. We'll be talking with Coach Jeff Courtney here shortly, but he said, the guys that they lost at graduation last year, it looks like it's just kind of plug and play. They filled in with guys that look strikingly similar to those guys that were so big for them a year ago. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Ken Sparks Athletic Complex down to our right, former Farragut head football coach that once he left Farragut High School came here to Carson Newman and had himself a Hall of Fame career with the Eagles. Of course, we lost Coach Sparks a couple of years ago, but the streets named after Coach Sparks here in Jefferson City and the athletic complex as well. Outstanding man, great man of faith. We're going to step aside, get a break for our sponsors, and come back on the other side with my interview this morning with Farragut head coach Jeff Courtney starting his second year at the helm. Back after this as you listen to Farragut Football on West 105 and worldwide at WFIV.com.
Sound like pros up here. Cheerio. Don't sound like pros up here.
Hey, are you hurt? Is that why you can't be down there?
I tore my Achilles pushing a freaking sled out of Eddie's wedding when he was mowing. Then he just mowed a chalk line down over me and kept going.
Suck it up, get down there.
Hey,
So somebody else running the linebacker drills?
well, I'm running them, but I'm up here in the box. It's the next 2 weeks.
Oh, only for 2 weeks?
You want those
You'll be back
averages?
out there?
Oh, depends
There's
on
a
what kind of
offensive line,
back.
defensive line, and Sevier County offensive defensive lines.
How's your boy looking? Is he ready to go?
He's starting.
Oh, no, he played a ton.
I mean, you are the linebacker.
Huh?
You are the linebacker.
It wasn't my call. I made sure it wasn't my call.
You know I'm
Politics,
busting your
man.
chops, right? It's good to see you, sir.
Oh, he's pretty hard on
I get it. If you're looking for sympathy, it's in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. I get it. I know how you
I'm gonna come down there and sit with you for a little while.
We're right down there. You can listen to me cussing out
Yeah,
Coach
yeah.
Chick.
I was gonna ask if our mics were on.
I hope
I was gonna ask
you
if
have to
our
have that
mics were on.
delay button. If I'm
Yeah,
on.
7 seconds.
You may need more than 7 seconds.
Got an interview with Olivia.
Oh.
So they're doing. So.
Please remain standing for national anthem performed by the Sevier County High School Marching Band.
So.
I can. Oh, okay. I see the trackpad. I said, that's not good for me. I move my hands too much when I talk.
You can block some of your shots. If you can still jump.
Thank you. I was just trying to get some numbers as far as I could. I know you're behind and it's driving you crazy.
Yeah.
You told me you were great.
Go anywhere with that.
Dude, Brighton.
Child attorney, other Saturday,
Yes, Clinton and Heritage, Fulton, Macon County, Bearden West.
Who you say? What was what?
Bearden West, Fulton, Macon County.
Sorry, bro. I need to be bragging on you.
What type of thing is it?
So you do a video on the side? Is this yours?
Yes, so no, I was getting highlights for the newscast.
The VLT? Okay.
Mhm.
The VLT, mine is there.
Yep. Getting highlights of this game, and then there's another thing for this.
Yeah, I can take.
Yep.
Channel 8, yeah.
You went here?
No. I went to Kennesaw State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
No. I just work for the news station. I'm getting highlights of the game for the newscast later tonight.
Well, we'll be watching from now on. Are you on in the evening or? when?
Yes, I'm not on tonight. My coworkers are going to switch out, but 6, 11 every night, usually in the evenings.
Is it John and Mike?
Yes, John tonight. Since he's going to the West game, that's at West. I'm like, Sabbath.
Do the weeknight shifts, the other week?
Yeah, Rick gets a nice Monday through Friday.
Do we, well, I mean, do you do sports? You
Yes,
other things?
I do shorts.
Okay.
Yeah, she does a great job with it too.
Thank you.
I'll see you out there at the softball.
Yes, I love softball.
You and John.
who's home?
Hey, Dan, I was
Spear County.
trying to figure out how we can
Oh, is
explain
there?
Jan and Suzanne. How we met her.
Oh.
Turn on, everybody turn it on. I got no audio.
Yeah, I have.
Me either. I probably should, but you know. I figured it was what it is.
Go to the no contest. No, because
Working on skirmish, that's your kid.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there's a pep band in the stadium.
I won by Tennessee for 5 years. I mean, I won with Tennessee. No, I got a good favor. I went to a small college in Ohio.
What small college?
Rare. Captains. I was looking at the captains cover 47,
From Ohio to Minnesota.
1371.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year we started out.
Farragut's are on the sidelines too. Did you get them? 35, 16, 99, 10. Did I get yours? No, you got yours.
No, I'm
Because I think there was a sports secretary, the guy is
no, because I would be freshman last year. 15 years old.
I like that street deck. What'd you say about Dave? I like that street deck a lot.
For my master's.
So I've got this button. That's a multi-function. It starts at OBS and it goes straight to the profile.
That's awesome.
And it's where we're at.
That's awesome.
So master's in art shop. I'm our video coordinator.
You in the Navy? Oh, okay.
Dude, I mean, I think I'm in the Navy.
I'm going to Liberty right now. That sounds
Great.
Yeah, their military discounts for veterans is 50% for their credit hours. So
It's almost like the like.
Maybe you can just ask some questions instead of sitting on my phone. Just kept the questions, it's easier for you.
I know what you're talking about.
our school system pays pay rates for every degree you get.
Maybe wrong. Yeah, so we do, that includes ours.
Oh, for you.
No, for each, yeah.
We're
The rest
dressing,
of that game doesn't matter.
I think we're dressing like two relays. Number 14 and the freshman. Our long snappers are freshmen. Our starting long snappers is and
How long's he out?
freshman.
Good for him.
The other freshman, the original freshman, was like Joe Hughes, his shoulders. That's working great.
Is that equipment? Ace equipment? That looks really good. That's one of my best friends from high school. His son goes to very good. He's calling. He just got to play.
Is he number 1?
Just texted him to see. I'm not sure.
I don't think he's here yet. Another one. We have a freshman that's wearing a shoulder strap. It's gonna be a little
Cameras on last night. Cameras on last night? Yeah. It's got 1 time or 2 times, not on 1 time. Probably could when you got the hairs in the lips. Really? 1 time. That Monday does the Republican and Democratic convention. They're big.
Just a 30-second spot, Dusty, after this. Single 30.
Now I'll give you a number, over under 50.
Oh. Well, they hired my high school athletic director and coach.
Downstairs, there, MSAC. Used to honor Coach Case era football coach was brought back to the gold standard. Just before Coach Clark started the council.
And joining team captains tonight are honorary captains. Please welcome to the field former Farragut football coach Eddie Courtney. Eddie coached the Admirals from 1996 to 2023. Winning 204 games in his career, making 8 PWSOA state quarterfinal appearances, and leading the program to its first state championship in 2016. For the Smoky Bears, welcome honorary captains and leading the program to its first state title in 1999.
Last year we had I know he's a assistant.
Daniel Sharp.
Captain for tonight's game, first,
So the-
number 10, Max Garfield.
So the-
Number 16, Noah Hack.
So the coin toss is taking place down at midfield, and the honorary coin toss with Coach Eddie Courtney and Coach Steve Brewer, longtime coaches of these two programs, and both Fulton graduates. They were actually in school together with one another at Fulton back, I guess that would have been in the early 70s, and it is a point of pride, I know, for the good folks over at Fulton. We've had games, Farragut versus Fulton, over at their facility before, and they were very quick to point out, as if we didn't know, that Eddie Courtney was a Fulton alum, and very quick to add as well that Steve Brewer was also. And so those two fine coaches and fine men down at midfield, and it was actually Coach Brewer who flipped the coin, and Sevier County, appropriately enough, with Coach Brewer handling the duties, won the coin toss, and they elected to receive. And so Farragut is going to be kicking left to right as you listen, as the Admirals and Sevier County Smoky Bears just about set to get 2025 underway here at Berktar Stadium in Jefferson City on the campus of Carson Newman University. So glad you could join us, whether in the greater West Knoxville area on FM 105.3, West 105, around the world, WFIV.com, and there will be a video stream available, I believe, tomorrow, if not later tonight, but a delay on the video stream, as this is a little out of the ordinary, this particular game, and so I suppose someone perhaps has got exclusive rights or something along those lines, but appreciate you joining us, and we're looking forward to a great night of high school football. For right now, at least, weather's looking pretty good, a little bit dark off to our left, but pretty clear skies looking across the field and to our right. We're just about full speed ahead to get 2025 underway as Ryan McHugh approaches, boots it downfield, and that's going to be 3 yards deep in the end zone and a touchback to get us started. So Sevier County from its 20-yard line after the touchback by McHugh, who last year as the season wore on, we saw more and more of that, as McHugh on the year last year was touchback percentage of 55%, 24 touchbacks on 44 kickoffs. So the Admirals will see Sevier County come to the 20-yard line, ball in the middle of the field, and again, outstanding quarterback in Cooper Newman as he brings them up. Newman will hand off to his running back, and Farragut meets him in the hole and drives him back, as Farragut had Brooker there, and also filling was Apoliteki and Connor Paris, and really the entire Navy able to swallow up Nathan Patterson, the sophomore running back.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we brought a blitz there, and Brooker Parrish met him in the hole. Really nice pursuit off the middle.
Second down 10, they run a little hurry up, and here's a toss ahead to the man in motion moving left to right. That's Bryson Hedrick, and Hedrick's going to have first down yardage as he's tripped up over in front of the Farragut bench across the way at the 32-yard line. But that will be a pass play, good for 12 yards.
Yeah, kind of a quick jet pitch there, and he gets enough for the first down off the right side.
That will be the initial Hearthside Bank first down. Hearthside Bank in Farragut on the southeast corner of Concord Road and Kingston Pike. Newman throws it down the line right side and working his way in front of the Farragut bench for what is close to first down yardage yet again will be Wyatt Maples. He's escorted out of bounds, and that's going to be at the 40, it would appear, a gain of some 8 yards.
Yeah, they want to play fast and a quick screen to the near side there, and he gets 7 or 8.
So a couple of short passes, 20 yards for Newman, 2 for 2 here early on. Second down 2 from the 40, and they get it to Patterson up the middle, and he will bulldoze his way across the 45 to the 46. That'll be the second Hearthside Bank first down of the possession here to begin our ball game for Sevier County on a 6-yard run between the tackles.
Yeah, nice run off left guard there, gets just enough for the Bears first down.
Ball closer to the right hash than the left. Just off the brow of the Eagle, and painted on the midfield area here at Carson Newman. Back to pass. Newman lets it go deep over the middle. He's got a man open, lays out for it at the 15 and won't be able to get there. Full extension, great effort by Bryson Hedrick, but it was just barely overthrown as he had a step or two on the Farragut secondary, but unable to connect. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, double post on the right side. Hedrick wide open, just great protection from the Bears as well, but just a little bit overthrown.
Everything happening so fast for the Bears right now that they do that play action and get a deep ball in there, and it sucked the defense up. And if Bryson Hedrick would have been 5'10" instead of 5'6", he would have had a huge play.
Patterson, as this is going to be the pistol formation, they fire it quickly left side, and that'll be to Jackson Perry, and Perry is across the midfield stripe to the 44-yard line of Farragut, and that's going to be enough for the first down, a 10-yard gain. So a 10-yard gain to Jackson Perry, and move the sticks one more time. 3 first downs on this initial possession for Sevier County as they'll scrimmage. Ball between the hash marks from the 44-yard line of the Admirals. Farragut with 4 on the line. They give it to Patterson, and he is going to be crunched in the hole. Nothing doing. Second down and 10. Brooker was there. And again, there was plenty of company, as I think, in addition, Farragut had double day in the vicinity quickly.
Yeah, you can tell Brooker Parrish, a real strength of this defense, your two middle inside linebackers, as nothing was doing on first down.
Patterson 3 carries, 6 yards thus far. Newman 3 for 4 through the air for 30 yards.
Alexis Martinez checking into the ball game for the Bears at running back.
So Martinez behind Newman, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Was tripped up at the 45, fell forward to the 44 with Brooker on top of him. It's 3rd down and 10 as Martinez on his first carry nets nothing. Here's just the first 3rd down of our ball game.
Yeah, a little surprised by that play call. 2 runs right up the middle, and it's been a big 3rd and 10. Bears may think about going for this. Interesting play call here.
Last year, Farragut's opposition 44% on 3rd down. First 3rd down of the ball game from the Admiral 44-yard line. Admiral's creeping Noah Haig up on the line off the left side. He's coming, and this will be Newman stepping up, and he's going down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 1-yard loss as Farragut had Connor Paris and I believe Doubleday.
Noah Haig, your backup quarterback, kind of specialist, run him a lot on 3rd and 4th and 1, and playing a little outside linebacker safety this year, comes in on the blitz and a sack of about half a yard, as we'll see if they punt this football.
They are not in a formation to punt the ball, as you still have Newman standing back there with Martinez unless we get a quick kick.
Yeah.
5 of 13 last year was the opposition against Farragut on 4th down, 38% conversion rate, and now a timeout will be
assessed to the Admirals.
Used 4th down and 11, and Farragut used a timeout. It looked like to me there was also an indication that perhaps a little bit of crowding on the sideline. May have misinterpreted that from the official, but Farragut using the timeout, first of the ball game, is Sevier County apparently going to go for it, 4th down and 11 from the Farragut 45-yard line.
Yeah, I guess the Admirals were surprised that they were going to at least pretend to go for it. It looks like they may have switched to their punt team here, hopefully.
Assuming that's going to be number 19, Parker Adams, that would step onto the field to punt the ball for the Smoky Bears.
And Adams last year only had 1 punt, so I mentioned that when running down the lineups. Didn't get to all the specialists, but did mention the kicker / punter, and a big advantage for the Admirals, it would seem, in that area. And indeed, they're showing that they're going to punt, so there will not be.
You're saying he was the starter last year and punted one time?
No, he was not the starter. He only punted once.
I know they had a good year, but gosh.
Yeah.
They weren't that good.
He was the backup. But he hangs this one up nicely,
Yeah.
and Apolategi is going to ask for a field goal. It with an early turnover as the punt was muffed inside the 20, and Sevier County was there to kick, and Noah Mendoza covers out the Farragut muff at the 11.
You asked in the roundtable first question, Eric, about turnovers, and you get a huge stop against a really high-profile offense and then muff the punt. That's exactly what you don't want to do.
So into the red zone for the Sevier County Smoky Bears.
8 minutes and counting here in the first quarter.
Ball closer to the left hash, a Sevier County pistol formation coming out left side. It's Newman, sets his feet, throws, has a man, and it was almost intercepted by Farragut on a deflection. It went off the receiver's hands at the goal line, and Farragut's Glover, sophomore Anderson Glover, nearly had the pick on the deflection, but it ricochets off his hands as well. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, a little play action roll out to the left. I thought too much mustard by Newman and almost caught by the Admirals on the deflection. Can the Admirals get another stop?
3 first downs, then they forced the punt, and now it's going to be Sevier County with the second chance after the muff punt, scoring from 11 yards out. Taking it off the left side, it was Nathan Patterson, and Patterson scoots around the edge and sneaks into the left front corner of the end zone. Last year, 3 rushing touchdowns, and he'll have one here to open the scoring in this season opener here at Carson Newman this evening.
Yeah, you can't give a good team second chances. You can't give a great team second chances. Off left tackle, able to get in for the Bears for the first touchdown of the season.
Looks like Aiden Ottolini for the extra point for the Bears.
kicker is a junior, and that is a
That's-
low line
whoa.
drive that just did make it over the crossbar. So Paolini is good on the extra point. He is number 80 for the
83.
83. Wasn't anticipating that. 83, the place kicker for Sevier County. He does add the extra point, and the Smoky Bears lead it 7-0 with 7:42 to go in our opening quarter here at Bergtar Stadium in Jefferson City. Back with a kickoff in 1 minute as you listen to Farragut Football, presented by Precision Door on West 105 worldwide at WFIB.com.
From the studio, Dusty said Brett sounds like he's on his cell phone or something. Is he sounding normal here at all? Does he Brett sound like he's
Someone here, yeah.
It has nothing to do with this. It's
I'm really not listening to this. I'm just making sure something's coming.
you're good.
Hurry up, kickoff.
Opportunity on the returns, brought down by Zach Banks.
Kickoff goes down inside the 5-yard line. Directional kickoff to the near sideline. Mason Apolitegi grabs it and brings it out to the 20, across the 25, across the 30 to the 31. It's a pretty good return by Apolitegi as the Admirals go to work for the first time on offense. Corbin Hobson in the gun, pistol formation for the Admirals. Quick pass near side, and that ball is going to be caught to Johnny Jacobs. So firing it right side, Hobson connects with Jacobs, and just like that, the Admirals move the chains from the 31 out to the 43, a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, still got a Jacobs, that receiver. Quick hitch route, and he did a nice thing with it, getting the first down.
Initial Hearthside
Seems
Bank
to be a little
first
high.
down for the Admirals. Hearthside Bank in Farragut, located on the southeast corner of Concord Road and Kingston Pike. Hand off to Collier up the middle. Carter Collier, sophomore running back, moves to the 49-yard line. So a nice hole up the middle as the Admirals on first down. Hot one for about 6.
Yeah, nice run there by Collier, 26. 2nd and 4, he right on the 49-yard line.
Of course, I got to point out Eric's favorite uniform, the white jerseys with the silver pants. All new, nice looking thread,
I
nice
think you
looking
can see all
uniform.
numbers for sure tonight, no issues on seeing them.
Numbers are great. We've got a
Both
great
sides.
vantage point here at
Yeah.
Bergtar. Fantastic
There
facility.
we go, good
Hand off
blocking.
to Collier coming right, and he's going to be pushed back after he got into Sevier County territory at close to the 48-yard line. So that was a gain of 3. It's going to set up third down in about 1.5.
Maples and Acres coming up from the defensive back position to make the tackle.
Call it just 2. So third down and 2 as the Admirals face third down.
Solid 2.
Farragut last year, 29% on third down, was not a particular strong suit for the Admirals. Of course, so many times that depends on the run game, and the run game was not up to Farragut's usual standards last year. Collier stumbles a bit and was trying to make a cut, might have gotten half a yard, but again, he needed 2, and now we've got a little extracurricular, hopefully no flags thrown on.
Man, I feel like we missed the hole there, Eric. I thought we needed to cut that one up and run it. Oh, damn. I hate this spot. This spot is atrocious. I think we missed the hole, but terrible spot. We're lucky for not a personal foul.
For the Admirals is Carter Collier is the running back behind quarterback Corbin Hobson. Aaron
2
Heatherly is
seconds.
the H-back off to the left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Pump fakes right. Hobson now's in a world of hurt and comes to the near sideline, is popped out of bounds at the 48 of the Admirals. That's going to be a 3-yard loss on fourth down. The ball will go over to Sevier County.
Well, it looked like he checked out of it to try to throw a quick hitch, but his receiver on this side was not on the same page, and then he tries to scramble for it. Absolutely doesn't even get close. Very disappointing last couple plays of the drive.
So a single first down, and then over on downs as the Admirals had it 3rd and 2, but couldn't pick up the necessary yardage in 2 attempts. So Sevier County will start in Farragut territory at the 48-yard line, leading 7-0 as we've got 5:38 remaining in our opening quarter. And this is Newman under duress, steps away from one defender, lobs it downfield's got a man open, and he makes a running catch as he goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line of Farragut. So that'll be a 22-yard gain as the catch is made across the way by Carter Newman, the cousin, the quarterback from Purdue.
Wow, Owen Petoskey got a really quick pressure. Nice job there to avoid the rush, and then able to throw a beautiful ball to his cutting bear.
Did you see how effortlessly that Newman just sort of flicked it and got that ball out there? And you would think it was a short little pass, but he put that ball in the air 30 yards.
Yeah. Good composure as well. Kept the eyes downfield, fires it left side down the line to Zach Banks. And Banks to the near sideline is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of about 9 instead of 2nd down and short.
Not the start we were looking for after the muffed punt, and then go for it on 4th and inches and be not on the same page there as they're back in the goal or red zone.
Coach Jeff Courtney talking in our pregame interview about how Sevier County will spread the ball around, and that is the 5th different receiver already to catch a pass. 2nd down is short. They give it to Patterson. He stumbles through the hole, but I think he got what was necessary. Petoskey tripped him up. They may not have.
They're marking him
About a half
just,
yard shot.
yeah. I feel like the Bears right now are having trouble with Owen Petoskey up front, and that's good to see for the Admiral defense.
Yeah, he looks good, active and physical.
3rd down, 1 to go for the Smoky Bears, who are 0 of 1 on 3rd down.
A lot of short spots early.
Firing it left side, making the catch will be Newman, and Newman's popped out of bounds by Palategi, but not until he muscles his way down to the 11-yard line, and so that's going to be a 6-yard gain and a 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, you talked about a pregame, Rick. This offense is really balanced. I mean, they'll run it, they'll throw screens, they'll throw it deep, they'll play action. Really balanced into there. They just use the screen as a motion for the run game, and he gets plenty for the 1st down.
So they converted in the red zone after the muffed punt earlier, and they're in the red zone yet again are the Smoky Bears of Sevier County at the 11-yard line, 1st down and 10, and they'll pitch it to a man in motion coming through the middle off the right side, lined up as an H-back, and he stumbles through the hole down to about the 7-yard line. Taking that pitch was Zach Banks, and Banks moves for a gain of 4, we'll say. Call it 3.
The outside backer read it well there on the pitch, just couldn't make the tackle. He's going to force got a couple yards, really got a chance in the backfield.
From the 11 to the 8, it's 2nd down and 7 for Sevier County. Clock rolling, 4:05 to go in our opening quarter. Pistol formation. Hand off Patterson. Patterson met and dropped after a gain of perhaps 1. As Farragut had Noah Haig in on the tackle. Owen Petoskey at the bottom of the pile as well.
You know, you love seeing Owen Petoskey get out from the bottom of the pile, because while he may have not made the tackle, he's creating a lane and creating chaos up there, leading to these backs having to stop, change directions, and letting the linebackers flow the football.
Well, the defenses, the front sevens really look pretty good. They've been on the field the entire quarter, but the front seven stopped the run pretty well.
Patterson's touchdown run maybe being the exception. Otherwise, yeah, absolutely. They throw right side and it'll be dropped at the goal line. Had a man open at the goal line, and Farragut closing with Harrison Smith, but that one was dropped before Smith got there as Bryson Hedrick couldn't make the reception, so it'll bring up
4th down and 7.
Yeah, dropped the touchdown. The Bears don't look to be a team that's very scared about really doing anything. They may just elect to go for this. Like I said, the field goal kicker is not extremely reliable early. May go for it.
the extra point. Just did clear the crossbar.
Yeah.
And so Sevier County on 4th down and 6
Big
from
play.
the 7-yard line will go for it. They'll have a bunch formation off the left. That's the
Turn
side
back.
he's rolling to.
Oh,
Now he throws
my.
backside. The catch is made by Hedrick, and Hedrick will take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 4th down conversion and a touchdown for Sevier County from 7 yards out. So they pick up the first down and the touchdown, and they convert the red zone for the second time in as many opportunities.
Yeah, big play, roll to the left, little throwback to the running back. Nobody really home other than the backside corner who had many blockers in front of him, and big Bears touchdown to go up to.
So again, on to attempt the extra point will be Aiden Adelini, I believe, as the snap comes back, and kicker puts his toe into it and missed it off to the right.
Prettier, but then
Kick had more elevation to it, to the right, I believe, and so missed extra point, and our score is Sevier County 13, Farragut nothing, with 3:12 remaining in our opening quarter here at Carson Newman University. Back in 1 minute with kickoff. This is Farragut Football on West 105 worldwide at WFIV.com. So after the 7-yard touchdown completion from Parker Newman to Bryson Hedrick, the kickoff, the Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff sails down inside the 10, where again it's Mason Apolategi grabbing it. This time not quite as much on the return, got across the 20, slung down at the 24-yard line. And so the Admirals go to work there with 3:05 to play in our opening quarter, trailing 13-0. Carter Collier threw a hole in the middle, and Farragut trying to push the pile. Never did get Collier down, but a nice gain on first down for Carter as he moves to the 30-yard line, a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, Collier definitely getting a lot of carries early. You saw a lot of Charlie Noble last year. Collier looks fast and athletic in the hole. Admirals, not the first 10 minutes they were looking for, but just got to settle into this game and get a touchdown, get back in it.
So the Admirals on first down gain out to the 30 on the 6-yard run by Collier, getting in 14 here early on. They'll hand it to him again off the right side. He moves to the 34-yard line, and that's close to first down yardage. They may eyeball this, Brett, and say first down. Indeed, they did.
Well, one of my favorite things about high school football is the eyeball first down. They've got a lot of great vision, and they still looking for referees, Tyler? Or?
Of course, the TWSWA is willing to take anyone if you go through the proper training. TWSWA.org. I went to the rules meeting just a few weeks ago, and I learned some very invaluable information.
Carter Collier moves the chains on back-to-back runs, and Farragut picks up its second first down in this opening quarter. 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. Collier running right, gets the corner, and is going to push forward. And let's see where ultimately was he out of bounds before falling forward. Looks like they're going to say 36-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of a couple.
Luca Hoffer coming from the left guard position, pulling around and just paving a way, and caught a unsuspecting Smokey Bear and politely introduced themselves at the line of scrimmage like all good linemen do.
Seeing a little bit of sun poking out here, about 30 yards of the field now. Got some sunlight.
Farragut heading into the shadows created by the home grandstand here at Berktar. Pistol formation, Hobson fires quickly to Aaron Headley, sit down for the tight end. He moves forward to the 44-yard line, and that looks like that should be an eyeball first down for the Admirals as they move from the 36. Indeed, they wait them on ahead. An 8-yard completion and another hard side bank first down.
I liked Aaron last year as a sophomore, got bigger, now 237 pounds. Nice catch there on the hitch route. Gets upfield for a big Admiral first down. And early on, when Hobson is throwing it, boy, he's getting it out of his hands quickly.
Aaron Heatherly with his first catch of the night. Back to pass is Hobson. Throws downfield looking for Jacobs and overshot him at the 25-yard line. And Farragut lost a lid, an offensive lineman did, so he's going to have to leave the game. That's going to be Aiden Perez going off and checking into the lineup for the Admirals, Michael Julian. Incomplete pass, the first, I believe, for Hobson now. 2 for 3, 20 yards. Completions to Johnny Jacobs and Aaron Heatherly.
Time he looked off on that play, it looked like 8 or 9 people started before the snap.
Heatherly, by the way, had 7 receptions last year, including a touchdown. Second down, 10 yards to go from the 44. Ball on the near side hash as Farragut moves left to right late in this first quarter. Fire it down the line left side. And the Admirals will get upfield with the big receiver, Max Garfield, the senior, as he crosses the 50. Well, no, I guess he didn't quite make the 50, 49-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and
Charlie Noble in last play for the first time tonight. And as Coach Jeff Courtney said pregame, Garfield looks a little bit like Collins there as he gets it on the screen and gets what he can. Big 3rd and 5. Yep, yes, sir.
Got somebody to move up front. Everybody's pointing both ways, but I think maybe Graven Wilson, the junior.
Back to the snap. Defense. 5 yards for the 3rd down.
He started going with the false start, and he changes it to offsides, and it looked like it was a little bit less than 5, so it is going to give the Admirals the first down.
So no 3rd down try. Erase that from the stat sheet, but give Farragut its 4th Hearthside Bank first down of this opening quarter, which is now in the books. A good one for Sevier County. We said at the outset that the Admirals needed to avoid turnovers. A costly turnover early in this ball game after the defense had gotten a stop, gotten off the field. Farragut muffed a punt inside the red zone. Sevier County took over and a couple of plays later scored on the 11-yard touchdown run by Nathan Patterson. Farragut went over on downs at midfield, and Sevier County capitalized on the good starting field position, marching for 3 first downs and completing the drive on a 7-yard touchdown pass. Parker Newman to Bryson Hedrick. That was a 4th down play. 3:12 to go in the first quarter. The Smoky Bears leading 13-0 as they missed the PAT. That is where we stand. 12 minutes in the books, and second quarter on the way here in Jefferson City. Back in 30 seconds with more is Farragut Football on West 105 worldwide at WFIV.com.
Okay. All right, so you get it pulled up, click on this.
24.
You think I
There you go.
The first game is
Maybe comes this way. There's coming this way.
Heading their way.
Oh, here we go.
second quarter getting underway here in Jefferson City. Carson Newman University and Farragut will run Noble, Charlie Noble, off the left side, and Noble puts his head down, clears the 45, and gets down to the 43-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard gain on first down. Second down and 7 for the Admirals. Is second quarter beginning with the Admirals trailing Sevier County 13-0. First carry of the ball game for Charlie, who last year was the Admirals' leading ground gainer, as Charlie had 669 yards, a couple of touchdowns, averaged 4.1 per carry in 2024. Corbin in serious trouble, being chased by all sorts of purple jerseys, and he's bumped out of bounds as he's chased to the Sevier County sideline down below, the near sideline. And the Admirals are going to lose the yardage that Noble gave them on first down. A bit of a jailbreak. Sevier County brought some extra pressure, and they were all over Corbin Hobson instantaneously.
He's done a good job avoiding a couple sacks. You'd like to see him throw a couple of those away. Would have saved 5 or 6 yards, and now it's 3rd and 11.
Hobson -7 on 2 carries thus far. -3 on a 4th down scramble, and -4 just now. 3rd down and 11. They set up the screen, and that hit an offensive lineman. So, and then ricochets to the ground as that Actually, I don't know where the back was, but that hit MJ Keener. And obviously, he's ineligible. And so it'll be 4th down for Farragut as the Admirals unable to get anything going here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, Hobson frustrated. Thought Collier, he was in the area, but he wasn't where the lineman was, where he threw it, and it's going to force a punt. Hopefully we can get this inside the 10.
3 first downs for Farragut on the possession, and now punt for Ryan McHugh. And McHugh last year, I believe it was his first year handling the punting chores. He did a good job, 38.1 yards per punt. And this one's going to take a nice bounce. Will it stop short of the goal line? Oh, the Admirals can't quite get there. Giving chase was Farragut's Cade McDonald, I believe, but unable to keep it from trickling across the goal line into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, it was very close. Got a good Admiral roll. Just didn't get down there in enough time, and hits it about a yard deep in the end zone.
So I believe that was 46.
Yeah.
No return. Oh well. 26 net.
Still seeing for the Admirals, Jack Plumley, Owen Patowski, and Stephen Doubleday on the defensive line with Paris and Brooker at linebacker.
Smoky Bears handed to Patterson up the middle, and Patterson's able to squirt through a hole, get about 3 yards. Thought he was going down to the line of scrimmage, but picked up some positive yardage on 1st down for Sevier County. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, we talk about Patowski a lot. Doubleday did a lot of good things last year as well. Started, played a lot of snaps as the Bears get 3 there on 1st.
Got Preston Husky and Noah Mendoza splitting out here joining Maples in a trips formation.
Trips to the near side, the right side of Sevier County now moving left to right in this second quarter. The handoff to Patterson, and he sidestepped a would-be tackler before Cole Brooker grabbed him, throws him down in the vicinity of the 25, thus giving forward progress to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard gain and bring up 3rd down. 24 yards rushing now for Patterson on 8 carries, including an 11-yard touchdown that opened the scoring.
Yeah, Brooker not afraid of contact. You saw him come in as a freshman, very aggressive as he is there. Nice tackle by him in the open field. Maybe a big 3rd and 4.5. Your Admirals would love to get off the field.
Brooker really didn't see any action last year until the freshman season ended.
Right.
But then came on in a reserve role and had 13 tackles. He was impressive. This is going to be Newman stepping up and scrambling and sliding down to get the 1st down at the 32-yard line. That'll be enough. A 6-yard scramble for Cooper Newman and move the chains as 1st down for Sevier County.
The thing I can say most about Newman, he had an unbelievable year last year. He looks very, very comfortable, knows how to move the chains, look at his checkdowns.
Fires near side, and Farragut is there to make the tackle. Anderson Glover forcing him back to the inside, the receiver back to the inside. Waiting is Bailey Pyle to make the tackle.
Yeah, very unique number defensively. Bailey Pyle, number 87, playing a little outside linebacker, strong safety.
Wyatt Maples made the 3-yard reception. 2nd down and 7 from the Sevier County 35-yard line. Ball on the near side hash. The Admirals with 4 up on the line. Play fake, rolling to his left. Is Newman being pressured by Doubleday. Fires back near side to his back. Farragut can't make the tackle initially, and then they trip him up with Connor Paris. And so Paris limits the damage, as able to make the first man miss was Alexis Martinez. And he will move from the 35 ultimately to the 38, a 3-yard gain where it's 3rd down.
Yeah, backup running back, sophomore Martinez just kind of floating. The play was not there as Newman checks it down. Luckily, Parrish keeps it from being a very big play on the other side of the field. It'll be 3rd and 4.5.
Connor Paris is just amazing at making tackles in space. He breaks down, doesn't give away, doesn't necessarily shake. He just sits there and makes nice open field tackles. If you're a young linebacker and you want to watch how to make tackles, watch Connor Paris.
Hand off to Martinez, coming near side. Apolateki can't make the tackle. Brooker from behind does, but not until Martinez moves into Farragut territory at the 49-yard line. So a 3rd down conversion on a 13-yard gain off the right side for Alexis Martinez.
Yeah, off right tackle, just got a little conservative, run the football, and he broke a couple tackles, got to the Admiral side of the 50.
And that is a Hearthside Bank first down. Hearthside Bank in Farragut, located on the southeast corner of Concord Road and Kingston Pike. From the 49-yard line of the Admirals, off a play fake. Newman being pressured by Doubleday, avoided him, now throws deep. Farragut will see the ball dropped, I suppose, or knocked away. One at the goal line, as running stride for stride with Parker Newman of Sevier County was Farragut's Donovan Lloyd. A little bit of hand fighting going on between the two, but no flags, and incomplete at the goal line. Good job by Newman extending the play, getting away from Doubleday's pressure.
Yeah, I really thought Lloyd played that well, really back on his hip pocket. Job by Lloyd in coverage.
Second down, 10 yards to go from the Farragut 49-yard line. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. 7:25 to go in our first half, as this will be Martinez. No, they play faked it to him. Now they drop it off on the right side. And moving down to the 44-yard line in front of the Sevier County bench is Jackson Perry. And so Perry will move for a gain of 5. They'll bring up third down and 5 before he's bumped out of bounds.
Yeah, good-looking junior tight end, Jackson Perry, 6'4", 223 pounds. Just a little play action, easy pitch and catch. Palategi makes the tackle, going to force another third down and 6.
I've got Sevier County 2 of 4. They might be 3 of 5. I'm not sure if they missed a third down in this possession. They converted their last one. The previous Hearthside Bank first down, I'm not sure if that was a third down conversion or not. 7:18 to go in our first half. Third down and 5, ball on the Farragut 44-yard line. You feel like if they don't lose yardage, it's 4-down territory for Sevier County. They fire right side and juggling it, but making the catch and getting the first down on the right side is Wyatt Maples. And so they move from the 44 on the quick pass in front of the Sevier County bench down to the 36 for a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, Anderson Glover there in for Koreshi Smith. Just runs the hitch route for an easy first down, but almost dropped it, as Eric said, juggled it, but came away with it.
10 Hearthside Bank first downs in this first half now for Sevier County. And the clock rolling as we move under 7 minutes to go until intermission. And the Bears with 2 receivers each side, pistol formation, handed off to Martinez, and up the middle he will plow to the 34-yard line, a gain of 2. Sevier County getting a little bit more on those dives up the middle than they were at the outset.
Staying committed to it as well. They're continuing to run the football at 2-3 yards a clip.
And it's also amazing how they've changed their tempo right now. Like the first drive, they were going 90 miles an hour. Now they're sort of settled down, going 35 and following all traffic stops.
Newman rolls left, fires, and Farragut is right there to make the tackle with Donovan Lloyd. Gain to the 30-yard line, it would appear. So that's going to be a 4-yard gain on the completion across the way in front of the Farragut bench. Parker Newman makes the catch.
Tell you what, I like what I see out of Lloyd. He was young last year as a freshman, but he's gained 20 pounds and he looks more athletic, more aggressive. It's good to see him.
And tackling a guy that's 6 inches taller than he is.
Yeah, he was real aggressive on the tackle. I like that.
So another third down for Sevier County, which has converted at least 2 in a row. And
timeout here for the Admirals were confused.
Timeout on the field.
Yeah, I think it's there it is.
Farragut using its second timeout of the first half with 5:47 to go until halftime. Trailing Sevier County 13-0 as the Smoky Bears have it third down, 4 yards to go from the Admiral 30-yard line with timeout on the field. Let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School football presented by Precision Door on West 105 worldwide at WFIV.com.
Seeing that flashing off in the distance and it's a tower. And I'm like, what?
It's
The
nothing.
Admiral defense returns to the field with 5:47 to go in our first half. 5:47 to go until our Precision Door halftime show. Appreciate all of our sponsors this year. Precision Door, our presenting sponsor, as well as halftime sponsor. We'll be selecting our Blair House player of the game at the night's end. Oh, pass near side is going to be broken up nicely. Noah Haig on the coverage against the tight end for Sevier County, Jackson Perry. And that ball thrown down the vicinity of the 15-yard line on the near sideline. So thrown about 15 yards downfield on 3rd and 4.
We've got laundry. We've got laundry on the field.
Yeah, we do. It's back there.
Brett.
Hey, good start by him. A nice sack and a pass breakup early in this season.
Looked like they checked with the Farragut side.
Holding.
Yep.
Against the offense. That's early.
Yep, he declined.
4th down. Brett, how many times last year did we hear people around the Farragut program say that Noah Haig was just a kid that you loved having around? He was the spark plug, he was everything, and he's showing it tonight. He's rushing the quarterback, he's playing the receivers in space, just doing an outstanding job and being a kid that you love watching play on the field.
Yep.
They'll check Martinez into the ball game for Patterson in the offensive backfield. So he's in at running back. And honestly, here of late, the second man in at running back has had a little more success. They're going to go for it 1-for-1 on 4th down. That was a touchdown earlier. Back
Screen.
They screen
Get
it
out
over
there.
to
Get out there.
Martinez, and he puts
Oh,
a move
no.
on the Admirals, and Farragut can't make the tackle.
Oh.
He move down to the 25-yard line. And that will be enough for the first down. The Admirals look like they might have had him dead to rights in the offensive backfield as they set up the quick screen. And the Admirals read it well, but just couldn't keep pace with the cuts of Martinez.
Yeah, I think you had to decline it to force the 4th down, but wow, just to look like a screen that was read well, and he makes a couple cuts inside and somehow gets the first down. Devastating.
So 2 for 2 on 4th downs in this first half, and 11 Hearthside Bank first downs for the Smoky Bears, who will now have the ball generally in the middle of the field at the 25-yard line with 5 minutes to go first half. They give it to Martinez, and Farragut rides him down as making the tackle was Maddox Kraft. And so it'll be 2nd down and 6, it would appear, for the Smoky Bears.
And we're 20 minutes into this game. The Bears have been on offense most of the first half as they've had some nice long drives. The defense is probably exhausted. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They've definitely been out there the lion's share of the first half. Admirals 1 first down on their first possession and 3 on their last. This one's going to be thrown over the Farragut secondary for a touchdown. That was beautifully placed from 21 yards out, as making the reception is Jackson Perry. And I thought the Admirals had a shot at an interception, but that ball was just placed perfectly over the leaping Admiral secondary. And the touchdown is good from 25 yards out.
Yeah, the big tight end, little drag right across the field on the left side. Really beautiful, beautiful throw by Newman, and touchdown Bears.
Perry with his 3rd catch, good for the 25-yard touchdown. He's now got 3 for 40, and Newman with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. Here's the extra point attempt, 1 of 2 thus far, is Adelini, and he's good on this one. So it is 20-0. Sevier County leading Farragut with 4:19 to go in our 2nd quarter here at Berktar Stadium on the campus of Carson Newman University. Back with a kickoff. Our Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff in 30 seconds. They're rushing these, so back in 30 seconds. This is List of Farragut Football on West 105 worldwide at WFIB.com.
So we want to do halftime, actually.
There's nothing there halftime. It's,
I know, but correct.
if we're going to do what?
If we want to use the camera that's facing Eric.
I'll help you with. I'm not sure where we're at with it
Kickoff's
right
coming
now.
quick.
It's been a day.
So our Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff on the way as Adelini handles those duties, and it's down to the 6-yard line where Apolategi for Farragut takes it, moves to the far sideline, and will be upended across the way at the 27-yard line. Good hit on special teams by Sevier County's Caden Compton. And it'll be Farragut trying to get something on the board here late first half as they trail Sevier County 20-0.
Yeah, and it is 20-0. You feel pretty emotional about it, but you get the ball after half. We talk about the middle eight all the time with the Maryville Red Rebels, how good they are at that. You can somehow put a drive together. You get it after half. It'll be 2014 before you know it, but you've got to get some first downs.
Farragut from its 28-yard line. Corbin Hobson takes the snap in the gun, throws over the middle looking for Heatherly, and one hopped it into him. Second down and 10 upcoming.
Heatherly, a big tight end threat there over the middle, just kind of thrown in his shoes there on first down.
Hobson has completed 3 of 6 by my count for 25 yards. Johnny Jacobs, 1 catch for 12. Max Garfield, 1 for 5. And Aaron Heatherly, 1 for 8. As the Admirals now second down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Handoff will go to Charlie Noble. Noble, off right guard, pushes the pile out to the 35-yard line. It would appear maybe they're going to say 34-yard line. But that's going to be a gain of 6. It'll bring up third down and 4.
Yeah, good push by the offensive line in the middle there. Charlie kind of hides under it, is with his short stature, gets 6.
So third down, and the Admirals, let's see, 0 for 2 on third down. Couple of receivers and the H-back to the left, and off a play fake to Noble, they'll give it to Heatherly. He was the H-back. And nice tackle will bring Heatherly down shy of the line to make, as that was Mason Akers on the hit across the way.
Yeah, play action, throw it to the big tight end, 4th and 1. Want any chance to stay in this football game, I think you have to go for it on your own. 37, going to be a big 4th and long 1 yard here.
Freshman Nathan Jacobs checking in the ball game. Maybe see a 2-back set.
Yeah, freshman back.
4th down, 1 yard to go. Admirals with a loaded pistol, as it'll be Hobson handing off, and the Admirals up the middle got the first down yardage nearly out to the 40-yard line, which would be a gain of 3. And that was Jacobs, correct?
I believe so, yes, Eric.
Yeah, nice to get the biggest play of the game, get your freshman running back in there, and need a yard, he gets 2. I love it.
So a 4th down conversion and a Hearthside Bank first down. Farragut's 5th of the first half. Hearthside Bank, located in Farragut on the southeast corner of Concord Road and Kingston Pike. Back to pass is Corbin Hobson from the 40. Fires over the middle. Got him, man. That's Anderson Clover. Goes up and snares it on a crossing pattern. And he will have it out to the 39-yard line as the Admirals move for their biggest gain of the night, some 21 yards.
Yeah, that impressed me, Eric. That was a skinny post. Absolute dime there by Hobson, and what a catch by the sophomore Anderson Glover.
Admirals from the Sevier County 39-yard line moving right to left with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Farragut has 1 timeout remaining. Ball on the far side hash. Charlie Noble running right, puts his foot in the ground, gets north and south, and has good yardage on first down. 8 yards off the right side, bringing up second down and 2. So Charlie now 3 carries, 17 yards. Carter Collier's carried 6 times for 20 yards. Nathan Jacobs, the 4th down conversion earlier, his 1 carry good for 3.
Yeah, Charlie, a little bit fresher. I felt like at times he got tired last year. We leaned on him probably a little too much, but he's got really good vision as he put his foot in the ground there and got 7 or 8.
From the 31-yard line, the Admirals have 2 receivers left, 1 right. Back to passes. Hobson's going to step up. He could run from behind. They'll trip him up, but not until Corbin gets the first down at the 28. So Corbin is able to scramble forward, and though tripped up, falls forward, a 3-yard gain in the Hearthside Bank for first down.
Yeah, and it feels like obviously 4-down territory here. There's a minute 10 left. Admirals, I believe, have 1 timeout left. Yeah, Eric, that is definitely incorrect there, but first down Admirals on the edge of the red zone.
From the 28-yard line, Hobson fires near side, and that one will glance off the hands of the linebacker that was anticipating that pass. Joey Gallison, 6'4", 197, and Corbin, a little bit of mustard on that pass, and that probably served him well. At relatively close range, Gallison couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, that's a big linebacker, 6'4", 200, read it absolutely perfectly. It was a pick 6 But like you said, Hobson threw it pretty hard, luckily dropped it.
Standing off to Hobson's right, Charlie Noble as he takes the pass. They set up the screen. There's Noble. Puts his foot in the ground, trying to get north and south, and actually slipped, skated, and goes down at the 28-yard line. So that's a gain of maybe half a yard. Actually, we'll say no gain.
Yeah, and we're not going to call timeout. We need to pick it up, though. We've got one left, 35 seconds left.
Third down for the Admirals. They have not converted one thus far. From the 28-yard line, it's third down and 10, pistol formation. Hobson back to pass, being pressured, fires near side, right to the 20-yard line. The ball is caught, and that's going to be shy of the first by about a yard and a half. It'll bring up fourth down, 17.7 seconds to go, and they got the timeout call.
And Coach Courtney's asking for some more time. I think we need another 4 or 5 seconds there.
We'll say an 8-yard completion to Garfield.
Out of timeouts here. 4th and 2. 18 seconds left, but they don't change it. So you got to be quick if you're, if you get the first down, you got to be moving quickly. They're going to move it up to 20 seconds, even left in the half. No timeouts for the Ads.
Sevier County leading 20-0 as the Smoky Bears capitalizing on a Farragut miscue early in this ballgame, a muff punt after the defense had seemingly gotten off the field. Sevier County, with a second opportunity, took full advantage, scoring a couple of plays later on an 11-yard touchdown run off the left side by Nathan Patterson. Second possession of the ball game, Sevier County took over in Farragut territory at the 48 after the Admirals went over on downs, lost 3 yards on a scramble on 4th down. And the Smoky Bears moved for 3 first downs, scored on a 4th down pass, 7-yard touchdown from Parker Newman to Bryson Hedrick. And the last touchdown was on 4th down as well. It covered 25 yards, perfectly placed over what appeared to be a pretty well-positioned Farragut secondary, but found Jackson Perry for that touchdown. They hit 2 of their 3 extra points. So here's Farragut as they'll throw over the middle. That ball is tipped up into the air and will fall harmlessly to the turf near the goal line. Now 15.6 seconds to go. And that will go downs to the Smoky Bears at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that one also had a lot of mustard on it to Heatherly in double coverage and got deflected. Really had no opportunity. The Smoky Bears are up
21-0. And we've got our Precision Door halftime show on the way. We'll get a look at the drive chart, first half stats, and
you just got 4 or 5
a few scores of interest on this Saturday. Of course, there were a number of scores of interest from yesterday as well as Thursday, which we can recap as well. So that's all coming up as part of our Precision Door halftime report. We'll get a 3-minute break for our sponsors again after telling you
13 here, it seems like.
at the break, it's Sevier County leading Farragut here at Carson Newman 20-0. 3 minutes from now, you listen to football on West 105.
We're not the only one.
That looks nice. That looks real good. I can't wait to see it on the wire.
Me too.
Yeah.
Alright, what did you do to the clock? Because the numbers are brighter now.
I think it's just because it's getting darker.
Okay.
But
You just did an adjustment on
Well, earlier you turned the contrast off, correct?
that was on the score side. That's nothing to do with this.
Oh, that's right, because you went and made you took the second video cam and literally made it fit in a box.
I'm just,
I know we want a lightning delay, but I so want that radar coming up.
If we need filler at halftime, I can put it in. I mean,
and when you go back to that, you'll need to go back to the interact again. Just to make sure that it's refreshed and because you see that jump quite a bit there.
you said I could.
Yep, you can scroll in. And when you scroll, you gotta play again.
It looks like that cell looks like it's going north on this. Unless this game just keeps going as fast as it's going.
I think
Yeah.
And his
Well, here's
is his logo staying.
yeah, this is just the browser logo is up top.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So unless you're looking at something in this bottom right corner, and
Yeah.
I put it down there just to keep it low, and most
Yeah.
everything comes this way.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing this part too, so we'll get the broadcast going.
And every time that thing goes,
It goes bright, it's bright.
yeah, when it goes to bright, it makes me think that there's that's what I thought at first.
So like, Tony and Nicky,
Yeah.
all this stuff.
No, yeah.
Yes, and so, and then we got like a schedule page. And then
So this is all about like what looks like Farragut Football.com. So it just looks a little better.
That was a deal when I got here. It came and then went.
You can see him.
Yeah, like that.
You're still gonna do that. Yeah. Still gonna do that.
Yeah, but like I can make the visuals to look on the website, and like I'm controlling the score
Being covered for Farragut.
Do some visuals too for like the players actually specific.
Yeah, so we like put their name in the
Yeah.
if I can get you through and make it just try to make it look better.
No, I mean I remember when Brandon used to do it, he'd always like add something like every year for a while.
Really? Yeah, I do. I love going to the
went all in on
lady
this
walk.
one funny.
Always the best.
I just have to get my stuff covered, so.
Nice, nice. Yeah, the volleyball. Yeah, volleyball. That's a hard
Many
point this
places
season.
across East Tennessee, some games were postponed, and then
Yeah,
others.
yeah, volleyball. Yeah, 2 years ago when volleyball was really good. We definitely made more of an effort to get out there, but last year it was kind of mediocre. But with everything else, but you know, they started soccer teams being able to be out there for a lot. So. Yeah, yeah.
It was a mess.
Required sport.
So far, so good. It has been all Sevier County as the Smoky Bears won the opening coin toss and elected to receive. And they moved for 3 first downs. Then the Admirals got a stop and forced a punt. Mason Apolategi for the Admirals, waiting inside the 20 to field that punt at about the 11. Couldn't handle it cleanly. The ball popped loose, and right there on the spot was Noah Mendoza for Sevier County with the muff recovery. First turnover early in this ball game, giving Sevier County the ball back. Later, scooting in about it was Nathan Patterson. Patterson with the 11-yard touchdown run, the extra point, barely 70 across the USA Smoky Bears leading 7-0 with 7:42 to go in our first quarter. The Admirals moved the ball to midfield after just kickoff return by Mason Apolategi with 31. Got to midfield, but they were facing 4th down and short. And it looked like quarterback and receiver weren't on the same page as they were going to go with a hitch off the right side. I think they checked out the original play. And again, this quarterback receiver and Corbin Houses moved to his receiver. The receiver wasn't where he was expecting or wasn't looking for the ball, and so Corbin had to pull it down and tried to run to the near sideline and was actually bumped out of bounds for a 3-yard loss. Downs giving Sevier County the ball at the Admiral 48-yard line. The Smoky Bears needed 3 first downs and facing 4th down and 6. They set up a little backside play, rolled Rolling to his left was Parker Newman, throwing back right to Bryson Hedrick. And Hedrick took it in from 7 yards out, not only for the 4th down conversion, outside back first down, but also the second touchdown in the first quarter for Sevier County. 3:12 remaining in the first quarter. The PAT was missed, and the Smoky Bears leading Farragut at that stage 13-0. Farragut got the ball out to the 24-yard line on the legendary Jewelry Designs kickoff return by Mason Kalategi. 3 first downs for Farragut on the possession, and ultimately Ryan McHugh is called upon to punt, and a very nice punt by McHugh, 46 yards, and the Admirals came within a whisker of keeping it on the field of play, and having Sevier County backed up against the own goal line. But unfortunately, the ball just did trickle across the goal line, and so it came out to the 20, just a net of 26, but McHugh floated with an absolutely perfect punt. And I should add as well that Farragut got a good snap on that. Coleman Harris, freshman, long snapper, forced into action because of a broken hand on an upperclassman that was, of course, scheduled to handle the long snapping chores. But a good long snap there from the freshman, Coleman Parrish. And again, McHugh nearly contributed to the punt, but Sevier County got the ball out to the 20 following the touchback. And second straight possession where they're facing 4th down and in Farragut territory going forward. And this time a ball that was just floated perfectly over Farragut secondary to the tight end Jackson Perry for a 25-yard scoring strike. So Newman, with his second touchdown pass of the first half, hit Hedrick earlier on the 7-yard 4th down pass. This one covers 25 to Jackson Perry. The extra point was good this time by Ottolini, and Sevier County led 20-0 with 4:19 to go in the second quarter. The Admirals on their final possession of the second half moved for 3 first downs, but ultimately on 4th down, an incomplete pass. Sevier County takes over and takes one knee to take it to the locker room. In control of this one, 20-0 at intermission. Let's get a 2-minute break, and we'll return with more of our Precision Door halftime show on the other side. Coming up, we'll get a look at both the team and individual stats. You're listening to Farragut Football, presented by Precision Door on West 105 and around the world at WFIB.
I need to do that decision when you do that name. That's still something. Yeah, I need to figure out why it's darker. It just needs some imaging adjustments to it.
Which one is that? Is it the 4K or is it the 8K?
What?
The GoPro?
I've just got it set on 1080, but because that's what all this other stuff is.
Which camera is it though?
It's a 6.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, it's old. I think when you get to the 7 and up, you can go in and do the RTMTP or RTMP and bring it straight in, just like you would an NDI. You know what NDI is?
You were telling me about that.
It's basically like a wireless video signal that you can just import. So I've got some RoboCams that work on NDI. So if I had network cable control here, I'll do whatever. That's cool. Good.
Cody, you want to stay on the PA up there? We'll keep Tommy down here on the live line. Hey, can you tell me where you are? I don't think the missions are good. Can you know where you are?
Look at the press box, look at Waters there.
So when he comes back, we can probably go to that.
Which one was it? Okay.
So, 1, 2.
Okay.
Side by side.
Back here at Carson Newman University with our Precision Door halftime show. Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust. As the Admirals trailing Sevier County at the break, 20-0. And 13 first quarter points for the Smoky Bears. They added another touchdown in the second quarter. The 20-0 halftime lead. One turnover in the first half. A huge one early in this ballgame as the Admirals knocked the punt after getting a stop on the Smoky Bears with a second opportunity to cash in short quarters in the lead. So that's the lone turnover, the muff, which was recovered by the Smoky Bears, Noah Mendoza. Meanwhile, Farragut with 7 hearts. On the ground, 57. Cooper Newman, a couple of carries, 5 yards. Nathan Patterson with the lone touchdown on the ground thus far for Sevier County, as he's carried 8 times for 24 yards. Alexis Martinez, 4 carries for 19 yards, and then the team on the final play of the first half, 4-yard loss. It took me to take the locker room. So 15 rushing attempts, 44 yards, and a rushing touchdown for the Smoky Bears in the first 24 minutes. Through the air, Cooper Newman completes 15 of 20, 2 touchdowns, 130 yards. Bryson Hedrick had one of those touchdowns, one of his 2 catches for 19 yards. Parker Newman, 3 catches for 32 yards. Jackson Perry had the other touchdown reception, good for 25 yards. All told, Perry 3 catches, 40 yards. It was Zach Banks with a couple of receptions, good for 12 yards. Wyatt Maples, 3 receptions for 19 yards. And Alexis Martinez, 2 catches, good for 8 yards. So 44 yards on the ground for Sevier County. 130 through the air, 174 yards.
They're not on screen.
I don't think they're in the
For the
broadcast.
Admirals, Smoky Bears leading on the scoreboard.
They have been irritating me all
Farragut set to get the ball to begin the third quarter. We'll get another 2-minute break here. We'll return with more on the Precision Door halftime show. On the other side is the Farragut High School football. And on the world, WFID.com, as well as our Snapchat here in Tar Stadium.
They made me park on the other side of the soccer field.
Yeah.
Well, I park.
Or you park down here.
No, I park down here and then down.
Yeah, I had to park it on the other side of the soccer field.
So do we.
Walk the walk.
But you can also park over here and just come straight in again.
Yeah.
But I gave her about 35 years ago.
Alright, guys.
Have fun.
Have at it.
Be safe.
We'll talk.
It looks awesome. It looks awesome.
Let's get it to where you can have it. Bring a couple of those in. And you'll have it October 12th. That Thursday.
This is gonna be outstanding. what I want now is I want Dottie and Daryl to go out and show it. Then it makes it a lot easier for them to do more other things with it. Burrito up there, Indy.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
I think we should.
Y'all out of here? See ya.
Thanks, Tom.
I'm ready for scores whenever you are.
You wanna do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Very much update, but yeah.
Sevier County coach played in first. And then he coached their guy there, he coached for him.
Farragut, Sevier County.
Welcome back into our Precision Door halftime show from Bergtar Stadium, the campus of Carson Newman University here in Jefferson City, where the Smoky Bears lead the Farragut Apples in this season opener 20-0. It's been 3 consecutive days of season openers. Few games were played on Thursday night, including a couple of Region 2 6A teams, the same region that Farragut is a member of. And last night as well, of course, a lot of games that were delayed but still were finished. A few that were supposed to be finished today, and kind of a mixed bag on whether or not that actually occurred or not. I think a couple were finished and a couple were just decided, as I mentioned earlier, for the TSSAA to make the decision on whether it would count as an official game or not. But a few as well here around East Tennessee, in addition to our matchup between Farragut and Sevier County. And so all that having been said, I'm going to throw it over to Tyler Carnes, let him get you up to speed on what's happening, not only this evening, but also over the last couple of days.
Thank you. Thank you,
You
Eric.
need to unmute him on the board.
Some people wish you would mute me more.
No.
Here we go. For a game that started yesterday, it was suspended at the half. Hardin Valley Academy was leading Carnes 38-12. Tonight they finished the job and defeated the Beavers 45-25. Bearden and West were scheduled to kick off at 7 o'clock, but due to weather, that kickoff has been pushed back to at least 8 p.m. Not heard an official stance for that yet. The Alcoa Tornadoes defeated Maryville for the second year in a row, 28-21 last night. McMinn County knocks off Region 2 6A foe Bradley Central 21-17. Walker Valley knocked off Region 2 6A foe Cleveland 28-3 on Thursday night. Oak Ridge defeated Halls 28-13. Anderson County traveled to Powell last night, and the game was suspended due to weather. And there is some involvement from the TSSAA to see what the conclusion of that game is going to be, as it has been suspended, and they're determining if they're going to call it a no game or a forfeit. We're still waiting to hear the results of that. Harriman and Kingston played last night after the game was suspended. Neither team is going to make that up. Right now, Clinton hosts Heritage. They had a lightning delay, but right now Heritage is up 7-0 on the Dragons as Jake Dawson makes his debut as the hero each 0-0 in the first quarter there. Gallenberg Pittman defeated Seymour 44-7. Jefferson County knocked off Cocke County 41-0. Tennessee High went to Westridge and fell 30-13. Morristown East defeated South Green 26-22. Elizabeth falls to Science Hill 27-20 in a game that was very entertaining to watch last night. Dobbins Bennett traveled to Knoxville and defeated the Bobcats of Central 26-20. Greenville beats Morristown West 35-0. Carter 57, Northview Academy 19. Cherokee defeated Pigeon Forge 34-13. Gordonsville knocks off Coalfield 21-18. Other scores from last night, Thursday, include Alder Springs last night defeating Eagleton Academy in Blount County 38-20. Meigs County defeated Chattanooga Prep 6-0. Midway hosted Cloudland and won 28-14. Odell knocks off Pickett County 30-0. Oneida beats Rockwood 17-14. McMinn Central 22, Polk County 12. Austin East falls to South Doyle 52-30. Sweetwater defeated Sequoia 65-7. Tellico Plains 30, Greenback 0. Gibbs 49, Union County 0. Sell Creek defeats Wartburg 28-14. William Blunt shuts out Loudon 49-0. Lenore City beats Campbell County 43-7. Red Bank falls to Ray County 10-7. Siegel knocked off Cookville 15-12. Upperman defeats Webb 29-7. Those two games are of particular interest because we will travel to both Cookville and Upperman later this year. And the last score update that I got today is CAK defeats Concord 24-7 in the latest update that I found for games being completed today on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. We're just about set to get the second half underway. That being the case with the Smoky Bears leading Farragut 20-0. The Admirals set to receive the opening kickoff to begin the second half. Let's get a quick 30-second break here. We'll return with our Victoria Jewelry Designs kickoff to begin the third quarter. On the other side, as you listen to Farragut High School football on West 105, around the world, WFIB.com, and here in and around Berkshire Stadium on our Stadium Cast frequency of FM 91.3. The Admirals ready to go. They've taken the field as they will be receiving the opening kickoff to begin the second half. That kickoff brought to you by Victoria Jewelry Designs, longtime sponsor of the Admirals, regardless of the sports season. And appreciate all of our 2025 sponsors. We've got a bunch of standbys, folks that have been a part of our broadcast for years and years, and then have added some new sponsors as well this year. Big thank you to all involved, and ask you to frequent those places of business. Let them know that you appreciate their support of Farragut High Athletics. Pooch kick to begin the second half comes to the near sideline. Farragut picks it up and is tripped up on the near sideline. But the Admirals covered up with Haig, Brenton Haig, 29 on our Farragut roster, sophomore. Alert play, and the Admirals will start at the 38-yard line.
Assume that's Noah's younger brother.
I would think.
And that was a pretty good pooch, actually. That was a nice play by him. Could have been a little bit of disaster, but he picked it up, did a good job getting upfield. We start with good field position on the 38 with a much-needed drive here.
You know, you feel like, okay, you're giving yourself a chance. But the Admirals can't afford a quick 3 and out, as the Admirals will give it to the freshman running off the left side. Nathan Jacobs gets his second carry of the ball game. Jacobs in the first half netted a first down on a 4th down run, and to begin the second half, Jacobs off the left side will pick up some 5 yards.
Yep, Robbie obviously had a great senior year last year. Good to have his 2 younger brothers, freshman and junior running back and receiver respectively in the game.
Pistol formation. Jacobs continues to be the tailback behind Corbin Hobson. Play fake. They throw short. Anderson Glover makes the catch, but is immediately whipped down as all over him. I believe that's going to be 13 for Sevier County. Yes, Wyatt Maples on the tackle, I should say. But it's enough to move the chains as they move it to the 48-yard line.
Absolutely, another great high ball by the far line judge there. First down for the Avs on a quick hitch on a little RPO.
Another Hearthside first down for the Admirals.
Thank you, Tyler. It's the first game. I guarantee you I've overlooked that more than once. 5-yard gain, and now this Glover again. This time he's going to be popped. That was another good read on the hit by, well, it's 13 on 13, right? It's Wyatt Maples on the tackle of Farragut's Anderson Glover.
So that was thoughtful.
So Glover a moment ago with a 5-yard reception, good for the Hearthside Bank first down. Farragut's 8th of the ball game, but then is greeted rudely on a first down pass that will lose a couple of yards, we'll say.
Man, I'm loving watching 14 run the ball.
Got it too. Jacobs coming left side to the 40 to the 35, and he's, well, I thought he might have stayed in bounds, but the official trailing on the play said no, he stepped out at the 35-yard line. But it's all right, that will move the ball from the 48 to the 35, so that's going to be a 17-yard gain for Jacobs off the left side, and another Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, my program doesn't, I can't really tell how much he weighs on this program here, but really nice run there. He's 5'11", really hit the whole arc, really athletic.
It says 180 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot in it there, but maybe.
Pistol formation. Handed to him, coming off the left edge for Sevier County. Farragut's right side unblocked. And making the tackle in the backfield will be Parker Newman, the outside linebacker / wide receiver for Sevier County. And it'll be a loss of 1 for Jacobs on first down.
Yeah, Newman, outside linebacker, timed that blitz perfectly. It met Jacobs in the hole, 2nd and 11 for the Ads as you feel 4-down territory here on this drive.
Farragut's moving right to left in this third quarter. So they're in Sevier County territory with the ball on the near side hash. 2 receivers left, as well as Heatherly, the tight end, receiver to the right. They'll run Jacobs to the left and made a nice cut. And gets to the 34-yard line, a gain of 2 to bring up 3rd down and 8. There was some traffic in the offensive backfield. Jacobs, a nice quick cut, gains 2. 3rd down and 8.
I will say that whether it's Jacobs, whether it's been Charlie, or even Carter Collier, these running backs look to have a little bit more spark, a little bit more explosion out of their stance this year. They look like they've hit the gym hard.
Farragut has yet to convert a 3rd down. 29-yard line. Yeah, I think they've got a nice mix, and you could say this about the entire team, a nice mix of veterans and youth. Back to pass, but certainly that's the case in the running back position. Firing to the near side, making the catch is Garfield at the 26, but that's not going to be enough. They needed the 25, so Garfield out of bounds, a yard shy.
Yeah, you got to get about a 1/4 yard close to the first down for them to eyeball and call it a first down. But this one's just not enough. It looks like it's 4th and 3/4 of a yard as the Admirals have got to do it. Jacobs was in on that earlier 4th down on his first carry and picked up 2, and he's back in here again on 4th.
Some 8 yards deep in the offensive backfield. They hand it to him, and between the tackles, he's got the first down and even moves the pile down to the 21-yard line. And so from the 27, I suppose, down to the 21, 6-yard gain, and 4th down. Conversion Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, early on, I don't ever play favorites, but I do like what I see out of Nathan Jacobs. Really some patience, vision, and physicality with some good athleticism. He's a little bit, doesn't run like a freshman.
The Admirals are on the cusp of the red zone as Heatherly makes back off the left side, and that was Newman coming off the left edge, and with the forearm extension, nailed the freshman running back Jacobs as he came through. That's what do you think, Tyler?
As a coach, I'm telling him to take that shot in the hip. You don't deliver that blow up top. You want to get down on the hip right there. But that one's one of those that the refs are looking for.
So 2nd down and 13 at the 24-yard line after a 3-yard loss on a great play from Parker Newman as Hobson dancing in the pocket, fires left side, but out of bounds is Garfield as he makes the catch, but was clearly out of bounds down below on the near sideline, the Sevier County sideline. And so it's going to be 3rd down and long now for the Admirals.
Yeah, Parker Newman has timed up a couple of snaps and absolutely destroyed Jacobs on a couple of runs on this drive. We've got to time up those snaps a little better, but it's 3rd and 13, and you really need 7, so need to get at least half of this back.
Farragut 0-5 on 3rd down. Hobson fires, looking for Heatherly off his hands. He's kind of running the seam and looked like perhaps he had gotten a step beyond Joey Gallison, but the ball off of Heatherly's hands.
They're going to kick it.
trying to get some points. Here's Ryan McHugh, who did not miss last year. McHugh was 7 of 7, a long of 41. He was perfect on his PATs.
Yeah, great kicker, 41-yard field goal, absolutely, he's capable.
So 41-yard attempt. And again, you've got a freshman, Coleman Parrish, the long snapper for the Admirals. Noah Haig, the senior, is the holder. Snap comes back, hold is down. McHugh's kick is blocked. It is blocked, and Sevier County was able to block, I think, 3 field goals a year ago, and they blocked one here on opening night in 2025. I think getting it might have been Parker Newman, but with that link, that certainly wouldn't surprise me if it was Newman. We got a cramp for a Smoky Bear, but it's blocked, and the Admirals continue to be held off the scoreboard as a 41-yard try never cleared the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and as you said, you know, you talk about a really good kicker. Haig is a really good holder as well. And we talked about it. It's a new snapper, and that was a low snap, and it didn't get down quite in time. Haig did a really good job actually to get it off the ground. But probably the timing had something to do with that little kick.
First cramp we've seen tonight, which we've got a little bit milder temperatures tonight than we've seen the past couple of weeks.
This summer, a lot of summer.
It has been.
So I'm thinking that was Parker Newman, all 6'5", who made a couple of huge defensive plays from his outside backward position on the Farragut possession with the block as well.
Parker Newman sort of took over that drive defensively for the Bears in a couple times, a couple plays.
Farragut, it's been a recurring, it's been first downs on the possession. That's 3 possessions in a row where the Admirals had moved for 3 first downs, but can get no more. And so a quick pass for Sevier County out on the right side. We'll go to Bryson Hendrick, and Hendrick dances forward from the 37-yard line down the near sideline to midfield. Move the chains, they'll put it in, I guess, the 40-yard. And so that's going to be a 14-yard gain and a hard side bank first down.
Yeah, quick screen. Hendrick did what he could with it. He really got the edge. As the rain starts to fall, ponchos and rain jackets get put on.
Third catch of the night for Hedrick. They'll throw it down the line near side. Farragut misses the initial tackle, but then Petoskey is there to wrap up the receiver, who in that instance was Wyatt Maples, and Maples moves from the 49 to the 45, setting up second down at 6. Maples with his 4th catch of the night. From the 45-yard line of Farragut, second down, 6 yards to go, clock rolling, 6:45 to go, third quarter. And off the left side for Sevier County will be Nathan Patterson. He's going to have first down yardage as he moves from the 45 down to the 35, a 10-yard gain. One of the better looking runs for Patterson outside of that 11-yard touchdown in the first half this evening. But move the chains for another hard side bank.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while. Had that carry in since the first quarter, it feels like, and a nice run there by him. Good physical finish.
So Sevier County taking over at the 37 after the blocked field goal has now moved to the Farragut 35. They'll give it to Patterson again, and he's outside the 30. There's a flag thrown in as he scoots out of bounds down at the 21-yard line. Connor Pierce with the final shot. We've got 2 flags and maybe our first accepted penalty of the night.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Anderson Glover was held, but there has not been a lot of flags called. We have seen so many flag fests through the years, through the many years. I don't know if to say they've done a good job, but I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I think
limited flags.
They all wanted to throw it right there because they haven't gotten a chance to throw it tonight. They all wanted to throw that one up there.
Well, we like to kid about the eyeball test and all of that, but you give credit where credit is due, and I mean, I guess, you know, some credit to the teams too, because also oftentimes these opening games are flag fests, and it's not necessarily on the official, right? I mean, they're just calling what's happening on the field, but very little laundry on the field tonight. So it's first down and 10 yards to go as Patterson running left. That hold took place basically 9 yards downfield. 9-yard gain for Patterson a moment ago penalized the team 10, the first step off of the night. And now Patterson will move from the 41-yard line, the 36-yard line down to the 32 and a 4-yard gain.
Yep, going to be 2nd and 7 here for the Bears. They're on the edge of the red zone.
Martinez back in the game at running back.
They like to play 3 backs as well, for sure.
Martinez, 5'8", 164, a sophomore, and Patterson's a sophomore as well. A lot of young running backs for both these teams. Now, Newman firing right side and nobody home in that instance. Threw it kind of between the different receivers at different levels, and incomplete will bring up 3rd down.
And that's rare. He's not made many mistakes at all there. I don't know if I call it a mistake, but maybe thrown a little bit on the outside. Going to force a 3rd down there for the Smoky Bears.
17 of 23 on the night. 2 touchdowns, 148 yards. Sevier County, 3 of 6 on 3rd downs. They've got 3rd down and about 7 to go from the 32-yard line. Rolls to his left as Newman sets his feet and throws high. Kind of a tough pass across his body, trying to get it to Parker. Newman. And incomplete on the far sideline, Farragut side of the field. And the Admirals' Owen Petoskey down briefly, helped up Connor Harris. There's 4th down.
Yeah, Petoskey slow to get up. Harris just kind of threw him in the air and said, "You're fine. Get up. I'm not really worried about it." And he looks fine now. It's 4th and 7. Like I said, they have not been really interested in punting the whole game, so probably won't here. Would like a stop to get a stop. Maybe you're still in it.
Yeah, the one punt was muffed. And from the 32-yard line, ball on the far side hash. It'll be 4th down for the Smoky Bears as Newman comes out right, fires back left, and that begins complete as he tried to get it to Martinez. Farragut had stayed home well. They had a man in the neighborhood, Maddox Kraft, that you'd like to think could have made the stop, and now we've got a Sevier County player over on the Farragut sideline.
They were exchanging Twitter handles.
Yeah, I think he wrote a Farragut defender about 10 yards downfield out of bounds. I just saw another Farragut player respond to what was going on the sideline, but fortunately nothing. Cooler heads prevailed. Nothing comes of it, and Farragut will take over on downs. As for the first time tonight, Sevier County can't pick up a 4th down, so the Admirals will start from their 32-yard line, trailing 20-0 with 5:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. Give it to Charlie Noble, and Noble will move to the 35-yard line where he's swallowed up after a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, they really feel comfortable, as you said earlier, with all 3 backs, and that should keep them fresh throughout the year. Obviously, injuries can cause into effect there, but I think they feel good about all 3 of them.
Still seeing the same offensive line from earlier with Perez, Hoffer, at left guard, left tackle, Keener, and Bassett on the right side, and Zooks.
Some rain hitting the windows here at the press box at Berkshire. Hard to tell, though, just exactly how hard it's raining. Hobson's going to throw down the far sideline or down the seam far side of the field, and it goes incomplete. He was trying to get it to the Admirals' Johnny Jacobs, but just a step or so beyond the streaking Jacobs. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Eric, it looks like the rain is starting to settle in there. If you look at your screen, it looks like it is now starting to settle in a little bit for us. So it looks like it may be here for the rest of the evening.
Feels good right here. Feels good in here. A little bit overthrown there. Needed a little bit more air there on the go.
3rd down. Hobson going to fire. Field can't get there. Garfield had a step as he broke to the inside against the coverage of Wyatt Maples, but incomplete. And before it's down, the Admirals will bring on the punting unit.
Yeah, quick drive there, kind of ruins all hope. Hot and high on a couple of those passes to force another Admiral punt.
So a 3 and out for Farragut. The Admirals are now 0 for 7 on 3rd down. So this will be the 2nd punt for McHugh.
Hedrick standing back on the 31-yard line for the Bears.
Good snap. Kicks away. They pressured him, but McHugh got it out of there, and it will take a right turn, kick out of bounds across the way into the Farragut bench around the 31-yard line. So from the 35, to the 31.
29, Eric.
29? Yeah, 29, all right. 21 yards and 36. No return.
Help you set the defense for the Admirals. You've got Plumlee, Patowski, and Doubleday on the defensive line. Paris and Brooker are your inside linebackers. I believe we have Noah Haig, and I'm trying to see the other outside linebacker.
87. Should be Pyle.
Pyle.
Yep.
And then you've got Lloyd, Smith, and Glover, I believe, at corners. And I'll set the rest of it here in just a second.
Get out there. Oh,
Patterson is the running back. They throw it down the line. That ball was in the air a while to Wyatt Maples, so they threw it to the wide side of the field, the near side. The Admirals were coming up and throw him down after about a 2-yard gain, we'll say, maybe 3.
Lloyd is very quick twitch, and he reacts very quickly. He kind of goes, I kind of have a chance at this ball. And they kind of held up at the last second. He may have.
From the 32-yard line, after a 3-yard completion to Wyatt Maples, his 5th catch of the night, good for 26 yards. They'll hand it off to
that's a
Patterson,
hole.
and Farragut's going to hit him with Connor Paris, and they keep coming in waves as the Admirals with Harrison Smith finishing things off, coming from his safety position. So Patterson battling, trying to fight through tackles, but is buried by a wave of Admirals, and it'll be 3rd down.
Usually complimentary of the refs, but I'm especially impressed tonight. Their restraint has been remarkable. But I did think Patowski was held on that one as he had a nice inside move. But the Navy was there, 3rd and 7. They're going to slow it down at 20-0 in the rain, as you would expect game 1 with 15 minutes to go.
Sevier County 3 of 7 on 3rd down. Bunch formation off the right side as they move left to right. Ball between the hash marks. 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Newman takes the snap, fires over the middle, and it's going to be complete for 1st down yardage at the 43-yard line. So it's going to be an 11-yard gain as Wyatt Maples makes the catch at the right hash mark.
The Admirals in a light zone there and no pressure. And Newman had all day, just kind of found the man in the zone. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st down for the Smoky Bears.
It's the 14th Hearthside Bank 1st down of the night for Sevier County, the 3rd since halftime. Hearthside Bank in Farragut, located on the southeast corner of Concord Road and Kingston Pike. 2 receivers left, as well as an H-back. Receiver right for Sevier County. Patterson's the running back. He takes the handoff. And it'll be Connor Paris riding him down after a gain of 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 from the 46-yard line. And again, we've got
Tempers are starting to brew a little bit on both sides.
Yeah, there's been some extracurriculars, and that's one of those things about these referees too. They haven't thrown one flag.
They have I think they've let things get a little too far. And sometimes as a ref, you want the boys to play, but sometimes you've got to throw a flag just to let them know who's in control.
So we mentioned a moment ago that Patowski appeared to be held, and I think Owen was trying to extract some revenge on the tail end of the subsequent play.
Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
1:35 to go in the 3rd, and timeout on the field. Sevier County leading as they did at halftime, 20-0. This will be the first timeout asked for by the Smoky Bears this evening. 1:35 to go in the 3rd. Sevier County leading Farragut 20-0. Let's get a 1-minute break. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School football on West 105, around the world at WFIV.com.
I don't think they've still not started preparing the West.
On second down, coming out of the timeout, they throw to the tight end, Joey Gallison, across the way. He stumbles to the ground at midfield stripe, a 5-yard gain. That'll bring up third down and 3. Clock rolling towards 1 minute to go in this third quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 left. H-backs to the left side as well as they hand it to Patterson running left, and he's got a hole. Turns the corner at the 40, down the far sideline around the 35 where he's ushered out of bounds, but that will be a third down conversion to hard side bank, first down for Sevier County as Patterson scoots around left edge, and they'll say he's out of bounds at the 41, a gain of 9, but a hard side bank first down.
And this defense is really battled. They've been on the field the entire game. And it's, you really like that linebacking core pairs, obviously Brooker, Haig, and the defensive front is battling, but they've been out there a lot, stopped the run pretty well, but just not been easy for them.
From the 41-yard line, fresh set of downs for Sevier County. In Farragut territory, 2 receivers each side. They throw short left side. The Admirals will make the tackle at the 37-yard line, pushed into the far side bench is, I believe that's Newman. Yes. That's going to be a gain of 4.
I can say that you look at Sevier County on TV or watching them on streaming, and you're like, wow, they look big. And then you get to see them in person, and they are much bigger than they look even on the field. I mean, Newman at 6'5" as a wide receiver is a matchup nightmare.
From the 37-yard line, second down and 6, and Sevier County jumps up front. So back them up 5. 2 penalties now in the ball game, both of them assessed against the Smoky Bears. A hold and now a false start.
Seeing the experience of Paris right there, sort of taking that false step like he is going to start the blitz and making the offensive line react.
18 seconds left in the third quarter, 2nd and 11 at the Admiral 42-yard line.
Far side hash. Moving left to right are the Smoky Bears with a bunch formation off the right. They'll run Patterson that direction, and coming up and making the hit will be Harrison Smith. Talked about the number of tackles he had at his safety position last year. Sure tackler. Sometimes you don't want your safety, of course, making that many tackles, but you sure don't want him missing them when the opportunity comes his way. And that was a secure tackle by Harrison. And that will put the third quarter in the books. So, gain of a couple, I believe, for Patterson to finish out the third quarter. A scoreless third quarter. We're sitting right where we were at halftime. Sevier County leading Farragut 20-0. But only 12 minutes remaining, and the Smoky Bears facing third down and 5 at the Farragut 36 when we return in 1 minute with fourth quarter action. You're listening to Farragut High School Football on West 105, around the world at WFIV.com. Fourth quarter getting underway, third down, and it'll be the quarterback keeping, actually no, flipped it over to the man in motion, that's Bryson Hendrick, and he finds a huge hole up the middle, and from 36 yards out, he will swoop into the end zone. And so they looked like they were giving it to Patterson up the middle and basically coming right behind him on the little toss ahead, touch pass. It's Hendrick taking it, I believe. That's how that played out. And 36 yards to the house. Sevier County on the board for the first time in the second half, now leading 26-0 with an extra point.
Yeah, pulled there on the misdirection as he runs for 6, Edric.
Extra point, just barely over the crossbar. So 36-yard touchdown for Hendrick. And the extra point, good by Aiden Ottolini. And Sevier County leading Farragut down to 11:51 remaining in our fourth quarter, 27-0. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff coming up on the other side of this 30-second break as you listen to Farragut Football on West 105. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff is going to skip into the end zone, well placed away from Farragut's deep return man, Carter Collier. It skips through the end zone on hop, and so Farragut will start from its 20 following the touchback, trailing Sevier County after the Smoky Bears score on the first play of the fourth quarter, 36 yards. I believe that was a little touch pass. I believe that was a handoff. I think that's going to go as passing yardage. Honestly, need to check the replay to know for sure. 11:51 to go from the 20-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. Farragut moving left to right in this fourth quarter. Hobson fires over the middle and incomplete at the 32-yard line. He was trying to get the ball to the Admirals, Abram Shelton, but good coverage by Sevier County knocked it away at the last moment.
Yeah, little play action, dragging across the field, maybe a slight second early, but gets his hand in there, 2nd and 10 Admirals.
Second and 10. 11:46 remaining. Pistol formation. Give it to Jacobs, the freshman, off the left side. And he churns across the 25 to the 26. Good hard run for freshman Nathan Jacobs.
When I introduced the offensive line just a few minutes ago, I forgot to include tight end here. Because a lot of times when he's attached to the line of scrimmage, he is just as vital as those other guys in the line blocking right there. And good push from the junior as well.
Back to pass. And that's going to be Heatherly. Right on cue.
Yep.
Makes the reception, gets popped, but hangs on to it. Good enough for the first down, right from the 26-yard line out to the 34, an 8-yard gain for the tight end Heatherly as the Admirals move the chains.
First down, hard side first down.
Yeah, that was fired in again, but Heatherly comes down with a much-needed first down.
So the Admirals from the 34-yard line. Pistol, Hobson, back to pass, throws deep over the middle, and Garfield goes up and makes the catch at the 40-yard line. One-on-one ball, and Garfield goes up. The big receiver snares it. And so that's going to be 27 yards, I do believe, on the completion.
And Max Garfield, the senior, as Coach Gianforte talked pregame about how he's really come on and makes a nice catch on a contested post route.
Another Hearthside Bank first down as the Admirals from the 39 hand off to Jacobs, and Jacobs stuck under the first man and then is pushed back after he advances the ball as far as the 36. That'll be a 3-yard gain for freshman Nathan Jacobs off the left side. Second down and
The freshman again, all 3 backs, got plenty of carries tonight, but Jacobs running hard, gets 3 there off left guard.
When I think that Coach Courtney said it best early in the interview, you go out here and you give them opportunities and you ride the hot hand.
36-yard line. Hobson in the gun, takes a snap, fires left side. That is a contested pass, and Anderson Glover somehow makes that reception. Sevier County flash right in front of the face of the sophomore, but he concentrated and reeled it in from the 36 down to the 24, 12-yard gain, and front of the Farragut bench and good for the Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, an outside linebacker, John Mason, gets his hands up there. Looked like he had a chance at the pick, but somehow we come down with the football by Glover.
That is Hearthside Bank first down. Number 30, Hobson fires left side. This time, Garfield continuing on his route that Hobson apparently thought he was going to break outside, break off, break out.
There and do it behind him. 2nd and 10 as we're on the edge of the red zone.
24-yard line. Farragut trailing 27-0. Handoff Jacobs, and he is popped in the middle and driven back. Sevier County, good tackle made by Joey Gallison, 6'4", 197. Impressive athlete. 3rd down and 9, give Jacobs 1. 39 yards rushing now for the freshman tonight.
Smoky Bears are very fundamentally sound on all 3 phases of football.
Farragut looking for its first 3rd down conversion of the night. They're not going to get it. Pass went through the hands of the intended receiver, Nathan Jacobs, and then in the neighborhood of Glover after a deflection, but neither Admiral could come up with. So incomplete pass, that'll bring it on 4th down. Farragut is 2 of 4 on 4th downs.
Don't know what the over-under on calling Nathan Johnny and Johnny Nathan this year on the season. Don't think we made the mistake yet, so it's a good start. It's going to happen.
23-yard line, back to passes. Hobson under pressure, steps up, he'll run, and he slid down at the 16-yard line. It'll go over on down.
4th and 9, looked like he could have got there if he runs straight ahead. You can't slide on 4th and 9 at 7.5 yards, which is what we do, and it's going to be a turnover.
Admirals in danger of being shut out with 8:55 to go. They had again moved the ball between the 20s, but just can't sustain drives. And so it'll go over on downs. And that possession having started on the 20 following a touchback on the Rick Terry Jewelry Designs football following Sevier County's 36-yard touchdown on a touch pass to Hedrick. The Admirals will see Sevier County after the failed 4th down try take over at their 16-yard line, I suppose, and they'll run it up the middle and out to it's Alexis Martinez out to the 26-yard line, 27-yard line, so 11-yard gain and a Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, nice 11-yard gain there. The Bears defense doesn't get bend up break all game.
30 yards on 5 carries for Alexis Martinez as they pick up Hearthside Bank first down number 16 on the night for Sevier County. Farragut's got 13, but Smoky Bears got all the scoring plays. And Farragut coming in waves, good gang tackle. Owen Petoskey leading the charge for the Admirals in the defensive line. And Martinez, a little gimpy.
Petoskey there is really fundamentally sound on the middle of interior defense.
Patterson checking in the game now.
Patterson in for Martinez as we go under 8 minutes to play. 27-0. Admirals were last shut out in 2019, 2nd round playoff game at Maryville. DePaul, no chance for anybody to get to that one as Lloyd was in coverage on Sevier County's near side receiver, Brody Del Francesco.
Good coverage again by Lloyd. I bragged on him a few times. I like the way he's played tonight.
DeFrancesco, excuse me, I think I put it in there. Very small print on our roster. 3rd down and 10. As back to pass, Newman going to his right.
Doubleday.
He's going to throw him down with Doubleday. Got him up high. I was a little concerned they might call a horse collar. He's slung down up around the shoulder pad area. And that's going to be a loss from the 27-yard line all the way back to the 17.
But they stayed on point, did not throw a flag. I feel comfortable saying it will be the least penalized game all year. I know it's game one, but I feel very comfortable with taking that bet to Vegas. And we are going to force a punt and a deep one, as he'll be kicking this from the 5. And let's see if we can do something.
Admiral's dropping back 2 receivers this time, Apolategi and Haskins.
Well, that's a short one.
Drive kick, and I think they may have touched it, and if so, that ball is loose. Farragut muffed the only previous punt from Sevier County, and they may have.
And we've got more extracurriculars.
Yep. And that looked like a few extra points. That was, I believe, 6 yards off the ground, and we tried to attack it, but fumbled it. Luckily, got back up on top of it. The starting field position on the 45 of the Smoky Bears.
So let's see if the Admirals can avoid the goose egg. With 6:45 to play, Farragut takes back over in Sevier County territory, as Brett said, at the 45-yard line. Ball's on the far side. Ashes, the Admirals move left to right. Handoff will be to the Admirals' Logan Wright. I think it's Logan's first carry of the night. You can kind of easily get him confused. If you can't see the jersey number, it's pretty easy to get him confused with Charlie Noble. They're similar in stature, but he carries off the left side and appears to have gotten no gain, and I think we've got a yellow flag.
It's a hold coming back. That should be Logan's first carry of the night. It's going to be coming back with a hold, a quick hold there on the left side.
Farragut's first flag, so Sevier County's had 2 for 15. Farragut's going to be penalized 10 here. So it'll be first down.
We've got Sevier County. Oh, we've got a young man. Okay, Sevier County has a young man, I think, that's cramping on the sidelines, on the Farragut sidelines.
Yeah, there he is.
And 3 was helping him out. I don't know who the young man is that's got the cramp, but they're stretching him out on the Farragut sideline across the way. So running into the ball game to take his place is DeFrancesco.
I would say that I'll give a tip of the hat to both training programs that we've not had a bunch of cramps today.
Yeah, you know, it's not terribly hot for August, but it does speak well because both of these teams have got a number of guys that are going both ways.
Right.
And
they've been practicing much hotter the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, but unlike I feel like if you watched any games Thursday night, Friday night, you were noticing some extended water breaks, some extra breaks built into the game to try to get water into it, and I don't feel like we've had extra stoppages tonight. I feel like they've been saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's Saturday night, let's go.
Wyatt Maples was the young man cramping. He's fine walking off.
Which
back across the field.
There's one of those names that we've heard a lot going both ways for the Bears tonight.
Yep, and he's one of those lean guys.
I never had that problem.
More susceptible to it.
He lays the lumber, though.
I never cramped either. I don't know what the correlation is. I don't know what it is.
Second, let's see, first down and 20, excuse me, from the 45-yard line. And Hobson lets it go down the far sideline, and contested pass for Garfield knocked away. So it's a DeFrancesco, and he made a nice play. His quarterback position running stride for stride with what appears to be considerably larger legs Garfield.
Yeah, they attacked the new corner in the game immediately on a go route. Had a chance. Looked like he defended it pretty well.
6:31 remaining. Back to pass, Hobson steps up in the pocket, over the middle, drops it off short. Farragut will get some of that yardage back as Garfield makes the reception in the middle of the field and moves to the 42.
Garfield seems to have nice body control. Seems to get in and out of his breaks very nice.
At the 36-yard line, so he's going to come up a yard shy, so a 6-yard gain on the scramble. And Farragut still hasn't picked up, and I could have missed one.
For what now?
Hadn't picked up a third down. It's the first game, and I guarantee you, I've missed a few things on the stat sheets tonight.
Yeah, last drive, 4th and 9, we scramble, slide 2 yards short, 3rd and 7, and we slide a couple yards short again, and it's going to be 4th and 2.
2 for 5 on 4th down. Loaded pistol off the left side. Carter Collier, And Collier pushing across the 35-yard line, the far side judge coming off the Farragut sideline, as well as the near side judge coming off the Sevier County sideline. Both seem to be in agreement that Collier got the necessary yardage. So a 2-yard gain, just enough to move the sticks. And a 4th down conversion, a Hearthside Bank first down for the Admirals. Hearthside Bank located on the southeast corner.
Was that
Gulfport Road and Kingston Pike and Farragut.
Was Noah at fullback right there leading the way? I like it.
Yeah, I could see that. I did not notice, but I definitely could see that. This will be Hobson under duress and going down as he releases a pass left side incomplete. So Hobson is slowing down. It'll be 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion.
4:44 left in the game. Eric, tell me again, 2019, what was that date, last shutout?
That was the last time that the Admirals were shut out. It was the 2nd round of the playoffs at Maryville, 2019.
November of 19.
34-yard line. Farragut, 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Hobson with the pistol, hands it off, and that up the middle goes right to the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Admirals are in the red zone as Logan Wright pops one up the middle, some 15 yards for the Admirals from the 34 down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for Farragut.
Pretty nice run there by your 4th-string running back, Logan Wright, 5'7", 155-pound sophomore. I was kind of surprised he was in the game with the other 3, but he's run well as well.
Back to pass, Hobson throwing end zone, back shoulder,
Caught it.
got him. Admirals are on the board. 4:16 to play. Nicely thrown ball by Corbin Hobson from 19 yards. Back shoulder to Max Garfield. Great adjustment by the big senior receiver. And the Admirals on the board as Ryan McHugh comes on to attempt the extra point.
Yeah, back shoulder Hobson with another missile, and Max able to catch that one. Really good hands, Garfield. As we get on the board, and the shutout streak will not continue.
Farragut converts in the red zone, and I think it's the first time they've been in the red zone tonight. So from 19 yards out, they ended a possession in the red zone, but the play itself didn't start there. And so here's McHugh out of the hold of Haig and the snap of Parrish, all good. And so Farragut trailing 27-7 with 4:16 to our 4th quarter here at Bergtar Stadium on the campus of Carson Newman University. Back with the kickoff, the Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff in 30 seconds as you listen to Farragut Football, presented by Precision Door here on West 105 and around the world at WFIV.com.
You'll see back. No else was running back. You'll see an interception running back.
Oh, you're going to use him for.
Yeah, no, he'll also run the ball some. He just we're not in a situation tonight, so he'll be in there. Playing up.
Onside.
Working on that, Eric.
Dusty just texted.
Yeah. There was a run by Nathan Patterson up the middle. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 5. Going to set down a 2nd and 5 for the Smoky Bears.
Yeah, the onside kick was handled well by the Bears as the Admirals tried to get the football back.
3 minutes and 41 seconds here at Roy Harmon Field. Beautiful campus of Carson University.
Yes, it is. Rain's still coming.
Keeper around the left side and sliding down is going to be Cooper Newman.
All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what. Hopefully this will hold.
Just went out.
3:05 and counting now is the Smoky Bears getting signaled in. Loaded pistol. Patterson on the carry. Apolatege meets him at the 40-yard line. I believe Paris there as well.
Just enough for the first down.
Hearthside safe bang. First down. As we've got 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line on the near hash. Talking about these neutral site location games are new to high school football, I feel like. And here we are, as I said, beautiful Jefferson City, Tennessee. Patterson going off left tackle again. Looks like, I'm trying to see. Is that Mason again? No. That would be Luke Dunkel on the tackle.
So if we said
I think it's Dinkel.
Dinkel, I'm going with you guys. I'm trusting you guys. 2:06 and counting here. As if you're listening to 105.3, we are experiencing some technical difficulties, but if you're checking out the stream, we're trying to keep going for you guys. Another left-handed or left side run. Patterson breaks free. He's down to the 20. Run down at the 17-yard line. Connor Paris running him down. I believe the ball's on the 38. He gets it down to the 17, so we'll give him a 21-yard gallop off the left side.
Yeah, Phillips fresh, as they've had 2 or 3 other backs in the game, but he started the game off left tackle, gets 21, a minute 30 left. Not near the football as of now.
He is a well put together sophomore if you look at the way he's playing and his body type. I'm telling you, I went and watched Sevier County later in the playoffs last year, and their size, I don't want to say misleading, but they are definitely bigger and more impressive in person.
Are you sure he's 174 pounds? I don't think that's
No, I don't believe
That
so.
roster is not correct.
I think he did not go to the same scale that everyone else went to.
Because we've seen some other ways that look
Yes.
a little differently.
It goes off to the right side now. It looks like he's going to get a gain of 1 yard, bringing up a 2nd and 9 as the clock is now under a minute, with the Smoky Bears leading the Farragut Admirals 27-7.
Should be the last play of the ball game here. They bring in some new Smoky Bears.
Seeing number 6. Well, that's Parker Newman. Are they going to take a knee? Yes, they are. They're going to drop back Hedrick back deep, sort of as the safety valve. Smoky Bears taking a knee down right there on the 21 as the clock is going to run out, and the 2025 season's opener is now in the books. As the clock continues to cut down, and we're going to have a final here. The Smoky Bears 27, Farragut 7. As Coach Courtney and Coach Loveday are going to lead their teams out on the 50-yard line to shake hands.
First one's in the books.
It is in the books. And we're going to have a lot of post-game stuff going on right now. Eric is feverishly typing away on his phone, trying to get it reconnected. So if you're on the stream, hi, I'm Tyler Carr, Brett Clinton. This is Eric Gerhardt, the voice of the Eagles, here with us as the rain is making its way back in.
Been here the whole second half.
It has been, but other than that, a wonderful, beautiful view for the night as the Smoky Bears and the Admirals put on a great performance here tonight. Me and Eric in the car ride up here, we're sort of talking about it, what a wonderful opportunity for these young men to come out here, play on a college campus, play in a college stadium, and in reality, not far from home, Brett.
No, and it was an easy drive, and I'll tell you what, I hate to be overly positive about a 27-7 loss, but we'll talk about it in the postgame. But there were some really positive things to take. Definitely defensively, and I think this team has an opportunity to get better throughout the year. A lot of freshmen, sophomore, juniors playing, so there's some positives to take for sure.
Yes, and I mean, it's not like you're picking on a team that was, a borderline playoff team last year. That is the defending 5A state champions. And I know some people out there will say, well, they're 5A, Farragut's 6A. Last night we watched, now a 4A team, but meantime defending 3A state champion knock off a perennial 6A powerhouse in Alcoa. So anyone that wants to say the classifications does not matter, I sort of want them to go and play at Alcoa High School and go tell me how classifications don't matter. Because I don't buy into that all the time.
Well,
as they are announcing players of the game down on the field, and I believe
46, you're on the other 45. I mean, we've got a great bird's eye view.
Maybe we should do this professionally, guys. Let's talk about this. Let's turn this from a hobby into our profession.
This is a nice, they really took care of us tonight for sure. And I know Coach Jeff Courtney just got done talking to his team, and I know there was probably a lot discussed. But guys, we could have played better. They made some mistakes. There's no doubt about it. The muck punt early was really a turn of events, right? You got that first stop against a really good offense, and then the fumble happened, and obviously kind of spinball from there. But definitely some positive take. I think this team's going to win some games. I don't think we're going to start 0-5. I think there's some real opportunities, but Apple's got to learn from it and played a lot of young guys tonight, and we'll only get better.
Right, there's some very good bright spots. If you look at Mike Madison and some of the plays that he made tonight and did a wonderful job. You look at Nathan Jacobs. There's just some young talent on that field all over the place. And then there's some that we know about, like Donovan Boyd. I feel like he showed some flashes tonight at defensive back.
And then some guys we know about: Towski, Brooker, Parrish, Haig, like we said, Lloyd, Doubleday with a huge sack, right? So you had some in the defense. We don't do that's the only stat I think Eric doesn't do is time of possession, at least real time. But the defense was out there 48 minutes. I would guess a good 35. Felt that way.
And that first half, it felt like, especially that first quarter, like they put in some overtime. I feel like, and, I'm trying to check my scoreboard right this second to see what's going on, because apparently the rain back home in the Knoxville area is much worse, because I have yet to find out if Bearden and West has even gotten started tonight. Last I had heard, I saw a picture of the rain going on there, and it did not look promising for those folks in the western part.
I think we were fortunate that way. I think we were a little bit less rain tonight over here.
Yes, and then I believe Clinton and Heritage had started their game tonight, but they've been in a lightning delay since about the first period, or first quarter, excuse me. So I'm still trying to gather up some things here. I'm looking, I had Fulton and Macon County game pulled up earlier, and let's see, here it is. Right now in it says second quarter, I think it looks like it's halftime. Macon County 14, Fulton 6. At halftime it looks like is the Falcons traveling to Macon County tonight. So looking like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. It says 14-6 halftime score. Falcons scoring right at the buzzer to make it a one-score game to start the second half. So we've got some updates going on there, and